4 months officially and unofficially supporting the pink thing longer. Sup sup.
Hi, things! Hello! Sorry I'm a bit late, I went to the beach. It's going good. Hi! Beach was nice, actually. The weather's been really good. Like, no one went into the water because it's glacial right now, but, like, walking on the beach is really nice at this time of year. And we got lunch, we walked on the beach, we got some souvenirs, you know, all that good shit. Hi. No, I'm wearing sunscreen. I can't, like, Spain, particularly Spain at this time of year, when, like, the days get longer, you need sunscreen. Like, you need sunscreen. Otherwise, you're gonna get, like, burned to a crispy, absolutely blood red thing. So, yeah, you need sunscreen. Having someone already jealous. No, it's more like I'm enjoying going to the beach because it's close-ish to my house. It's not warm enough to swim, although some crazy German people have already been swimming in it. But it is definitely warm enough to actually go hang out there. Hi, puppy. Hi, baby. Hi. Yeah, you hear Creature because we were playing with her. We were throwing her soccer ball around, and she chased it a fuck ton, and then she got tired, so now she's been panting everywhere, fucking guzzled water, and has been, like, literally flopping around on the floor for, like, 10 minutes. Hello. Good creature enrichment time. Yeah, she needs like 15 minutes of creature enrichment time a day. But, you guys know she likes her soccer ball even though she can't really, like, grab it because her face is fucking flat. So we just had her chase that for a little bit. So the water is, like, still polar plunge. Yeah. There's a few insane people, mainly, like, German tourists, that actually do swim at this time of year. Because in the sun, it gets really warm. But for the most part, I would not touch the water with a 10-foot pole at this time of year. But, like, we came back in a bit of a hurry, and I forgot to have dinner. It's supposed to be good for circulation, apparently. No, walking on the beach is great for you. Hi! Wait, Miss Pastiness went to the beach. Did the sun rays go through you? No, I was wearing sunscreen. I don't leave the house without sunscreen now. Yeah. Ooh, thank you. Oven came in with pizza with a suspicious bite out of it. But okay, I appreciate it. There has to be some form of tax for his efforts. Good, I'm just having my little baby slice of pizza. Delivery tax? Yeah, basically. Yeah, it's the husband tax, exactly. Oh, the creature's around. I don't know if she's outside, though. Pepperoni pizza. First, until we got bangers. Yeah, bangers, pizza, good conversation. How you guys doing? Has Puppy started perfecting dad jokes? No, he doesn't wanna.
Hello, Lily. Since you have a bun in the oven, does this mean you'll eventually do a collab with Cha-Cha or V-Mom in the future?
I don't know, actually, because, like, we've actually never met. I know she's a mom, but, like, I don't think that that's enough to get, like, to be like, hey, like, I'm pregnant, want to collab? Like, no. That's so awkward. But thank you. You won't know if you until you try it. That's schizophrenic. You can't go up to people and talk like that. Yo, we incubated fetuses. Want to talk about robot dogs? No! The Butterman, thanks so much for gifting a tier 1 sub community. Thank you. I would call all VTuber moms, but be like, what the fuck do you talk about? Like,
did you like Homestuck / have you read it? If so, what was your favorite song from it?
My favorite song from Homestuck is English. I read the whole fucking thing. I hated the intermissions with a burning passion. And I'm particularly a fan of volume, I think 8 or 9 is At the Price of Oblivion. Very, very good one. Phenomenal music all around in Homestuck, really. I have like the entire discography. I like the comic, I did. I felt like the ending was really rushed though. Like, Andrew Hussey kind of like gave up at the end, I think, a little bit. But the read was a good time. Yeah. For Magical Miss Lucy, expect an update around... We're doing Roxy this month. I already know I'm going to do it next month. Around June, I think, is a good time to expect an update. I'm going to try and make it a chunky one. Victoria and Chetcher are a good choice for me to collab. But, like, I don't know them. And, like, I'm like... I think that if you're going to collab with someone, you should talk with them a little bit first, you know? I'm not opposed to collabs, but I'm not a person that does a ton of collabs already. Unless I have something that I really want to do. So I'd have to, like, have a theme. I've been good, been chilling. Yeah, today we do have a segment, and then we're probably going to chat shit for the rest of the stream, because I went to the beach, I forgot to take a nap, I forgot to have dinner, I'm eating now, so I might be a little bit tired. Go be social, woman. I have no time. How many other VTubers do you know? I know literally like 3 people. People that I've like worked with, I know Silvervale, and I've done a bunch of stuff with Joel. I also know Azuru, who's really, really cool, and Elvira. And few others that like I've exchanged like a word or two with, but like I don't know a ton of people. I can't believe that Bean almost died because of Rich Beach. No, Bean was fine. My fucking weak-ass stomach was like, I'm gonna barf.
My dream collab is between you and Mel. I'd love to see you two talk about making adult stuff more acceptable in public.
Oh, Project Melody, you mean? Yeah, I would love to chat shit about the industry with her, but I think I'm way too small a creator to work with her. But thank you.
Hey, Lucy. Congrats first of all. Have you seen the new Prime Vernal
I'm not Lucy
yet? I just finished watching your Prime reactions. Welcome as well, Tino.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet because I want to review it later. But thank you. Following someone on Twitter does not equate a working relationship, though. Like, I can follow someone, but it's very different to follow someone that follows you back and actually have a conversation. Like, Shy Lily and I follow each other. We've never talked. It's, like, not the same thing. Oh, by the way, yeah, we hit 190k subs on YouTube today. Hooray! Dr. fucking Bolivar and I'll change it. I've made fan art of VTubers before. I don't do it very often, though, because I don't feel comfortable drawing not safe for work of a VTuber without asking them first. Silver was great, though, because Silver was like, oh, yeah, I love this. Silver had a great time with it. Like, but, like, if I wanted to, like, make fan art of another one, I would probably ask them first if I wanted to make a comic. We got a month and a week before Lily's birthday. Let's get her to a cake. Okay. No. Lily Goth, like, I am an old old being, canonically, okay? I am old as shit. I am going to reach my fucking 200,000 birthday, and it would be really, really nice if you guys could fucking help me hit 200,000 followers on YouTube when we hit that milestone, or I may or may not sacrifice my husband to an eldritch god to make it happen. So if you guys don't want to fucking lose hubby, get your fucking asses in gear and follow! Sub on YouTube, do it! Do it for my birthday! So you save him. Because I will sacrifice his ass, no cap. Yeah, go sub on YouTube so we can get to 200K by May 28th. And then I'll be so happy and no one has to lose limbs to elder gods.
Continuing my art journey while you stream. Bodies are going okay, but heads remain a challenge. Suggestions for a beginner?
Yes, avoid anime like the fucking plague! If you don't know how to draw faces, do not start with anime, do not fucking do it, don't do it. Learn how a real skull works. Learn actual facial structure, and then stylize, because it's hard. Yeah, no anime heads, only do study with real people and then stylize. Draw from life first and then you can do the wacky shit. Personal question you don't answer if you don't want to. Was your pregnancy affecting your daily activities with your husband? No. Not even a little bit. The thing that has affected my daily activities, and I'm so mad about it, is the ridiculous amount of work I have to do. If it wasn't for that, though, like, business as usual. Being busy has kept me more from doing the things I like doing than anything else. Okay, I've demolished that pizza. No longer a fucking dizzy, so we're good. Maybe God Forgive Me Beans will slow the hell down. I would love to, but I can't. Like, here's the thing, right? I'm not doing more work because I want to do more work. I am doing more work so I can take maternity leave and, you know, I don't lose out. You guys don't lose out on content, and I'm still, you know, paying my bills. It's not because I'm insane. It's because I don't want to leave you guys without content for 2 months. It's way too long. I'm already kind of miffed that I won't be able to stream for at least a month. I'd be even more miffed if I couldn't post artwork, too. You got how many years of bits on YouTube channel? Doesn't matter! Doesn't fucking matter! The thing YouTube cares about is YouTube has a recency bias. If you are not actively making content, actively posting, YouTube does not like you. You need to fucking push it constantly. Eating for 2? No, you're actually not supposed to eat for 2. It's not that many extra calories. And I'm gonna try and get back into streaming fairly quickly. Because streaming is a lot easier to do when you're kind of sleep deprived than drawing. You eat for like 1.5. Yeah, you eat for like 1.5. Can you hold back the posted videos a bit so you have a buffer going into the leave? No, I don't need to. I actually do have a decent amount of content, and I'm making more of a backlog now. That's why I'm making more segments right now instead of, like, just doing the 5 a week I need. I'm trying to do, like, 6 or 7. So that way, when it's finally time, I have a backlog that makes it so we can still post, like, 5 videos a week, no problem. I'm doing good. Meow. 6, 7. God damn it! You know, to get videos out. No, believe it or not, my editing team is solid. I have two people on my editing team. The no coffee part would kill me. Much respect for the sacrifices mothers make. Believe it or not, me having acid reflux for like almost a year before I got like fucking pregnant actually did help me a lot. Because I don't miss alcohol and I don't have a ton of caffeine, so I don't really miss it that much either. Is the Game of Thrones okay for pregnancy? The caffeine-free stuff, at least. I think I'm only having, like, 1 serving a day at most. My doctor told me that, like, it's okay to have a little bit, but don't overdo it. So there's days that I don't have it. But, thankfully, hubby likes it too, so he has his gsupps as well. Nothing's going to waste, and if I could be drinking it, I would, because I fucking swear by that shit. What kind of divine intervention is that? A stupid one. Got any weird cravings? Yeah, cravings are fake. If your diet is balanced, you don't really get them. Some pregnant women have coffee. I have, like, white tea, but that barely has caffeine in it.
A lot of alcohol tastes like AWSS anyway.
Yeah, alcohol to a lot of people does not taste good. And even then, I hadn't been drinking in a hot minute because, like, it made my stomach upsetty. Are you still doing DC Allies stream? Yeah, but I want to get a DC Allies video out before I make another one. You see that Brown Dust got gsupps flavor? Yes! If you guys want the actually gooniest shit on the planet for your gsupps waifu cup, go check out the Brown Dust collab. It's live now. Use code Kikimation on that if you want it. I actually haven't, like, seen the full collection, and I don't know if that... I need to check how goony it is, because, like, if it's too goony, I can't share. But it's obviously probably safe to have your waifu cup from Brown Dust, because, like, Brown Dust 2, if there's ever a game that's like, this is porn, why isn't it called porn? It's that one. What's Brown Dust? A terrible name for a game where people are constantly showing you their asses. The tub is surprisingly low in Ganacity. That's really funny. I was expecting him to go all out. Will we go for waifu cup when? Dude, tell gsupps. I mean, I want it. I'm working towards it. If you guys keep using my code, it's gonna happen eventually. I wonder, like, if it affects if people actually request a creator. I've never asked, honestly. Is Brown Dust straight up porn soft or softcore? It's softcore. It's goonier than MiHoYo. Oh, dude, Brown Dust. No. I can't show you guys Brown Dust gameplay. I'd get banned. Okay, so, like, the Brown Dust Magical Girl. Let me describe that because Spanish sent it to me and I hated him for it. I'm gonna rewatch it right here, right now, mama.
Shouldn't they call it brown eye, then?
No! Okay, so, like, there's a girl, right? And she's, like, kind of, like, she's on her knees and she's leaning forward and her spine is broken. And her panties are out and she has, like, a hand behind her ass and the other hand in front of her to, like, support her, right? And then she's, like, being sexy and then her clothes glow and then she gets naked and she's holding a crystal, but you can't actually see anything because the only thing because he's, like, the top of the ass. That anatomy is so borked in so many places, Brown Dust. Christ! Okay. And then, like, there's glowing, and then, like, she's, like, spreading, like, with, like, pink hair, and, like, naked. And then, like, the sluttiest fucking magical outfit manifests onto her person, but, like, it's digging into her coochie. Like, it's going places. And she has, like, a bulge in her stomach that kind of looks like she's taking cock. And there's, like, a bulge coming out of her stomach! Oh my god, I thought that was fake! That's light, and then out of the bulge comes, like, a light, and then it's, like, her staff. Like, it's a cock. And then it's just, like, a flirty pink girly pop with, like, It's modestly sized titty, I will say that much, but the most hentai transformation sequence. And then the devs are on the bottom and it's just 3 Asian dudes. Sailor Goon. Yeah! That sounds, yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. As a magical girl, I'm offended. Squeaky, can I send you this? I'm actually gonna send Squeaky this, just no content. I'm sending Squeaky this because Squeaky's like a gigantic magical girl fan. So if anybody deserves to be offended by this, it's you. Send it to me. Here, please look at this. Please look at this. Please look at this and see why I audibly gasped when Spanish sent this to me this morning. In game, she gives that magical wand a blowjob on a tit fuck. You have no idea how bad it is. It's pretty bad. I mean, I've seen the icicle on the pussy. That's why when people are like, oh, Hoyo Soguni, I'm like, please. It is not that bad, mama.
I think there is corn that is more tasteful than brown dust too.
Yeah, it's really trashy. It's like... I think I would say that brown dust is too goony for gamer subs, but you know what? Like, props on them for getting that collab. 10 out of 10. It's so goony, it loops all the way back around, like brown dust, to being gross. I'm just waiting for Squeaky to see this so she can actually message me back and scream at me. I can almost feel my Catholicism returning violently into my body when I watch this shit. Like, I almost feel the need to go find Jesus and go confess my sins. Oh, Squeaky just went, what the fuck? Yeah, I told you it was bad. Okay. let me hear it. Let me hear it. Yeah, it literally made me go, wow, maybe I do need Jesus. And the worst part is that it's a game of fucking playing chicken with porn for, like, game companies like these, because they have to keep this, like, in the App Store. And they have to keep this, like, 13+. Which, it makes me very uncomfortable that they market this shit to minors, I'm not gonna fucking lie. It's insane that, like, yeah, this game is rated, like, 13+ on the App Store when this is just softcore porn. What in this Predator Xeno Wand Bulge, says Squeaky. Yeah? Yeah, they can't even post this stuff on Twitter because their account will get flagged as adult. They have to censor it. I think it's 13+. Can someone check the rating on the App Store for me? It should be higher. Hopefully it is. I just looked it up and... wow. Yeah. Snowbreak was so much more goony that the CCP shut it down. Really, did they? But the worst part is that Brown Dust wasn't like this before. It was just like a little RPG game with like cute girly pops and like military uniforms. And then Nika came along and then they saw that that shit was mad profitable and they were like, what if we do it but more? It's rated M. It's 17+ on the Google Play Store. Oh, thank God. Okay, thank God. I thought it was 13+ and I got worried for a second. Okay, no, retract statement. Brown Dust is rated 17+ on the App Store, which is good, but it's still just not great. Like, it's just... it shows mature on Play Store. Yeah, good, it should be. It should be, yeah. 18+ on Google Play. Yeah, it should be. This is not a game that you want teenagers playing, I'm sorry. I just feel like they're genuinely appealing to teenagers because who, besides fucking a 15-year-old boy, would be into that? And I'm not trying to be a brat about it. Like, if I never met an adult man that has found shit like that sexy. I've never met a man over the age of, like, 18 or 20 that has fucking been like, ooh, at something like that. Like, they might like a character design or two or think it's cute, but other than that, like, it does nothing for them. This actually, yeah.
What did you make me look up? WTF?
To be fair, I didn't make anybody look up anything. Y'all did that with your own free will, mama. Thank you. All cock but no cum. Yeah, it's like the art of the tease has been lost on them, unfortunately. The way I see it is like it's forcefully trying to make itself seem sexual just because it goes like it's gooner bait. Yeah, it's like so goony it goes around all the way back around to being gross. I am 36 and I do not find brown dust too sexy at all. It's not sexy. It's almost like, it almost feels like a parody of itself, you know? She is the chosen yeast infection. Girlie comes with a free sourdough starter. Oh, squeaky. You cannot be the chosen yeast infection. See, that is nasty. Squeaky, that was vile. Like, hubby was eating the rest of my pizza and he just put it down and looked at the screen. He just looked at me like in the camera in the office. He was like, I'm eating. That was vile. I did break Squeaky. I'm sorry. You guys have to understand how much Squeaky likes magical girls, so she's offended. That sounds like a skill issue, hubby. No sane person hears yeast infection and doesn't immediately, He really been like really right in front of my pizza? Yeah. I left him the crust because it has cheese in it and I'm a wonderful wife. Love you too. This is my penance for the Yours Cafe. Yeah. I don't know the gender yet. I'm probably gonna find out soon. Hubby knows it though. I can feel her rage from across the continent. Oh, I feel it. Ugh, yeah, chat just like gagging like collectively. Come on, I was also eating. I didn't say it. Squeaky said it. To be fair, the magical girl genre died whenever I'm trying to copy Madoka. It's not dead yet if you go read Magical Miss Lucy, mama. Ain't dead yet. There's still some whimsy in it. Chat would not survive 60 seconds in a delivery room. No. But like, I'm never gonna be the person who's gonna stream it. I'm never gonna be the person who's not like, oh my god, C-section time, energy. Never gonna be me. Like, that sounds a bit hardcore.
I just came in from Pragmata and that game made me realize that we men can also get baby fever.
Yes, you can.
I don't know what to do with that information.
Wait, you guys didn't know that? Guys can also get baby fever. It's just different for them. Also, like, it's not a baby, but thank you for the super, but like, men get attached way more when they meet their child rather than during the pregnancy, if that makes sense. My therapist told me.
Have you ever heard of stretch panic?
No.
I'm curious what you'd think of the enemies and bosses. Maybe just look up a trailer real quick.
If you're sending me hentai, I'm gonna send you straight to the Shadow Realm, mama. Thank you. But yeah, most men, believe it or not, men get like, oh, I want a baby when they interact with a baby or when they hold their baby. Okay, no. No,
I pray
no.
for you.
Thank you.
You said a month off, but that baby won't let you sleep for around a year.
No, it's probably gonna be a little bit trickier than that. Yeah, I know that, but like, it's okay. We'll deal. We will literally deal. I'm not gonna stop working. Thank you.
At least Nikkei has a good plot. I heard nothing about brown dust in the goon.
Oh yeah, Nikkei, from what I hear, the story's pretty good. I can't take it seriously, but apparently it is. Oh my god, this is atrocious fucking... Thank you. It's not hentai, it's a weird PS2 game. Oh, I mean, it gets pretty close, don't it? My gas wants 0 kits. Also valid. Completely valid. Because right now, hubby's at a phase where like, oh, I don't know how I can deal with this information. But I am expecting him to like actually enjoy having a phase.
Have you seen that scene from Men in Black where the mother gives birth to a squid alien?
No! Chat! Thank you. Don't laugh too hard, you'll pop a feeders. How do you guys think pregnancy works? I'm gonna have to educate all of y'all and like, it can't fall out. Guys, it can't fall out.
Capcom on a roll last 2 months. First they give us Daddy Leon and then they make us dad.
Yeah, now you're a father. Congratulations. Thank you. I want you to curl the size of Hobie's tears the moment he holds his baby for the first time. I don't even think he's gonna cry. I think he's just gonna hold it and look at it and be like, what do I do with this? But yeah, like, I've seen a lot of people talking about Pragmata and how, like, sweet they think the interaction between the characters is. A lot of dudes being like, oh, that's so cute, though, which I find sweet. And apparently the combat is bomb.com, so I want to play it. Apparently the combat is phenomenal, so I'm actually really excited to try it. Mouse PI is coming out this month too, I think. I would particularly make fun of cheaper. How much does Pragmata cost? I have played Doom, I have, yeah. It's out already. Oh, is it? Oh. I think 60. I mean, 60 from Pragmata is about the standard, a little bit cheaper than other games, I would say. Mouse PI is probably cheaper than that, though. Pragmata is 60. That's not that bad. 60 should be what we stick with, because a lot of games are pushing to 70. But 60 is not that atrocious. Mouse is 30. Makes sense, Indy.
Capcom went and said marry and have children.
I mean, I guess. Thank you. Do you want to play Pragmata? I do want to play it, but I don't know if I'm going to have time to stream it. At the very least, I'm going to buy it. Tomodachi Life was also 60. Yeah, Tomodachi Life I knew was going to be 60, though. Pragmata's not full price, I was kind of shocked. I mean, Capcom, I do think, likes to make a lot of stuff and keep things fairly... I don't think they go up usually, not much. Real have children vibes. I had seen the spirit of Shinzo Abe in the horizon saying, have children! We're not referring to $70, $80 as full price already. No, we should not. 60 should be full. I think that 70 and 80 should be considered overpriced. I agree with that. 60 should be full price. 70 and 80 are overpriced. 30 is very much affordable. 20 is a steal.
Capcom, hey, look guys, see how cool dads are? You wanna be like Leon, right?
Here, have a child.
Capcom, look. Aren't kids cute behind closed doors? Capcom, your dream is coming, Shinzo Abe.
Oh geez, thank you. Also, if I am fine with games that don't have like super fancy graphics being priced lower. For me, like, if a game is gonna like not have like schmancy graphics, it's okay if it's cheaper. Not opposed to 70 inflation and the like, but like that should be rare. Fuck off with the 80. I think that 60 should be full price. We do a Helliverse as enhancement hotel and have a boss character review. Also, Capcom games are on sale on like first party Nintendo games. It's funny you guys should mention that because I started Hell of a Boss the other day. I think I like it better than has been, at least the first season. I like Luna a lot, even though she doesn't show up a lot. And it's genuinely funny. I think that like the first season, at the very least, of Hell of a Boss does not take itself seriously at all, and I love that. Part of the issues I have with Has Been is that I think it takes itself way too seriously for what it is. And with Hell of a Boss, like, that one does feel like an adult show. Blitz is genuinely hilarious. I love Stolas with a burning passion. I've never, like, related more to a character in my life. Just aggressively sexual, but bottom as fuck. You know? I was like, oh, this bird is gay as shit. This bird also happens to be the bottom of this relationship. God fucking damn it, got it. But Blitz is fucking hilarious. I really like Millie and Moxie. Millie is the best. I like her accent a lot. Luna's very cute. And yeah, the Bird King is 10 out of 10. Tippy tops.
$100 is a benchmark of priciness. The closer we get, the harder it is to justify the purchase.
The thing is that, like, I completely agree with people being super picky about video games the more expensive they get. Because, like, for $100, you better fucking give me a golden cartridge and serve that shit to me on a silver platter with caviar and, like, fucking, liquid nitrogen, you know? Like, fucking dry ice. But instead, we're getting just a game. No cool box, not even digital sometimes. No cool box, no cool manual, no nothing, no goodies.
I've been an indie game decrier for years.
Thank
ATP.
Dude, indie games, they're probably gonna help keep the industry alive. Because it's gonna get to a point where it's gonna collapse in the big studios at some point. I wouldn't say that I want that to happen, but it's gonna. Remember when cheat codes didn't cost money? Remember when DLC wasn't a thing? God, old. Do you ever play horror games on stream? Yeah, and I like to do it, but right now I'm banned from playing spooky things. Did you know that Luna is the same VAS Lutella from Persona? Oh, is it? Really? I didn't notice. If GTA 6 drops $100 on release, I'm not buying that shit. Neither would I. I don't think anything could justify a $100 game. I don't care how fucking good it looks. It's just too much. Alright, okay, I think it's about time that we get into this segment, by the way. Because I did have something I wanted to talk about today. Which is actually something that I'm fairly passionate about, I guess you could say, as an artist myself. Yeah, it's something that, like, I think I've been seeing a lot of in the internet, so this is not the first time I've seen it, but, like, this one made me mad. Yeah, for $100, the character better fucking jump out of the screen and give me a high five or something. Like, I don't know, like, give me full 3D. People are getting pickier and pickier with the games that they buy, and it's because they're getting so expensive, so I feel it. Okay, so I want to talk about this because I found this story online, and I got told about it by Hubby and by other people, and it made me fucking furious. Okay? This is not a news story or anything. I've seen this situation happen a lot with other content creators, especially like VTubers or people that getting scammed or having projects fall through on like a deadline. And this like has to do with commissions, right? And as an artist, it's something that I find deeply upsetting, and I genuinely want to talk about this because I think that like I need to explain to you guys why stuff like this is harmful to the industry, not just for the consumer, but for other artists themselves. So, I've actually have not seen the post myself up till now, but I've had people tell me about it. And apparently, let me kind of like briefly explain if you guys don't know what commissions are. It's basically when you hire a professional, usually an artist, to make something for you. Now, this something could range from being a piece of artwork to emotes, a VTuber model, even cosplay. And in this case in particular, we are going to be talking about a cosplay. So if you guys don't know, Final Fantasy XIV has a convention every 2 years, which is ludicrously fucking difficult to get into, but that's a subject for another day. And if you manage to snag a ticket, they have them in different parts of the world. Now, Fanfest in the States is usually in Vegas. And here in Europe, it's going to be in Germany. And we are talking today about someone who wanted to get a costume made for Fanfest. Now, the thing with commissioning stuff like costumes is you have to do that shit way in advance. You have a deadline, a hard deadline. And if you are someone who takes commissions and who makes costumes, deadlines like this are do or fucking die, okay? If someone tells you, I need this made by this date, you fucking deliver, mama. And the reason this makes me mad is because, like I've said, I've seen it with other stuff like VTubers as well who have to push back debuts because the artist that they commissioned to make or rig their model did not fucking finish on time. So let's get into, like, the actual story first before we talk about the details. Let's read through this, okay? I present to thee Exhibit A. We're gonna read through this. Bear with me. I'll be honest. I don't even know how to start this post, as it's certainly not important in the grand scheme of things. But it's also something I'm so extremely upset about that at the moment it feels infuriating to the point of needing both to vent and apologize to those that I hyped up. This coming Friday is the Final Fantasy XIV Fanfest, and for months now I've been hyping up a ridiculous cosplay I was going to go as. I even signed up, agreed to, and planned to be in the cosplay walk. It's been something I've talked about on streams for months and months. My excitement was very high. You know me and the silly cosplays I do from time to time. I always try to make something fun. Well, for this go-around, I convinced Twiggy, who looks exactly like Halmarut, to do a cosplay as her for FanFest, and I would be the plushy Calyx. We planned, met with costume people, we had fittings, etc., etc. I cannot even stress the amount of screenshots we took of every angle. Okay. So back in January, I found what appeared to be a skilled costume / fursuit maker to help me. So you already know that this was not going to be cheap. I was told it's expensive to make these things, but you know me. 1, I'm grateful my job allows me to do stuff like this, and 2, I'd rather spend money on something fun that would make people happy than just buy something for myself. I've always been like that. After paying a pretty hefty sum up front for the skills and time to get started, I was sent initial renderings and work in progress shots. After seeing them, my excitement knew no bounds. I was showing these off to everyone on stream. Honestly, anybody who would look, and let's see. Let's see these screenshots. This is what the costume looks like in-game, okay? It's a silly little fursuit. It's not even a fursuit, it's a mascot costume. This is actually something that they wanted to have made for FanFest. A lot of people who go to FanFest go in cosplay. Some people do their Warriors of Light, other people do game characters. Point is, it's always like a very extravagant time, especially if it's in Vegas. All right, so this is the costume they wanted. Let's keep it going. And they got sent this image of basically the assembly for the head. Now, I'm not going to get super into this because there were actually some allegations that these images were AI generated. But I don't know if that's true or not. So let's assume that they're real. But if I got this as a progress shot for a fursuit, I would have been delighted. Because it's like, oh shit, it's actually going to happen. Isn't that cute? That's adorable. You know? Why does that look fake? We'll get to that. Apparently a lot of people, now, hindsight 2020, because like, make no mistake, I am by no means going to give shit to the LP for this. Because even though this looks blatantly fake to us right now, to them, this was very, very much real, okay? So they got sent this, and I would have been stoked to receive this. So excited that I would not have checked the image closely, which is probably what happened. Also, it's not an instinct thing to someone when you commission someone to immediately be like, oh, I'm gonna check for AI. Normally, you just get excited to receive a thing that you paid for. So this was one of the progress shots that they got. Looks fucking dope, right? Great shit, okay. I was giddy with how silly this would turn out. In my head, I was already imagining the fun I could have at FanFest, just being a sassy, depressed squirrel guy. This, however, is the last time I was happy with this project. Soon after, communication broke down. And this is when things fell apart. To be fair, I have since been told the creator's father passed, But it might have been nice to know this months ago so I could have found alternatives. I agree. I'm going to get into that bit later myself. Instead, I was dragged along under the idea that everything was being worked on. But I had no evidence of such. I pestered, I bugged, and it wasn't until the 6th of this month that I got my first real images of the costume. And it was the tail. Not the body, not the head, the tail. And the tail was wrong. It's not a squirrel tail. It looks nothing like the character's tail. Let's see it. Ooh. Yeah, that's not a squirrel tail. That is a deformed nubbin at best. This is what the tail actually should look like. You know? So that's wrong already. And in fact, I would say I see the liquefy tool. I see the deformity that they basically grabbed the tail and moved it to make it look like it actually had fucking wiring in it. It's probably not even curved at all, okay? So that's already pretty yikesy. Let's keep reading. I responded, saying it was wrong, and it should be fixed. I was confused as to how it was possible to even make that tail because I sent a complete mock-up of the character. I was sent a complete mock-up of the character. Now, with less than a month out, I was starting to get worried that at best, I was going to be waiting till the last minute, and at worst, I was being conned. I messaged repeatedly about how we were running out of time and I needed the costume. It's been months. And it wasn't until yesterday that I received some pics. They were not, to put it nicely, acceptable. Oh boy, I'm afraid for this person. I really am. Oh no. Oh, what happened? What happened? If I had received, first of all, that is entirely the wrong color. The facial structure is completely different. This genuinely feels like you bought a generic fursuit and tried to play these off as your own work. Dude, this feels pre-made. If I had been trying to calm a fursuit like this and I got these pictures, I would have blown a gasket immediately. This is terrible. Okay, that's the head. Body. Eesh. Not great. I don't even think that would fit them properly. That's very shapeless. Like my sock that I wear around my office in the mornings when it gets chilly looks nicer than this. And then the clothes for the character, which I guess those are ish okay, but not great. And then the tail was completely wrong. Completely. Like, the shape is wrong, the width is wrong, but everything about this is wrong. If I would have gotten this instead of what I paid for of the mock-up I was sent, I would have been fucking angry, mama. It's no longer a squirrel, mama, okay? It's just really bad. So yeah, let's see what they said to those pictures. The head is wrong. The tail is still not fixed. The jacket is barely acceptable, and the body is just a furry body. There are no puffy ankles or wrists. I was livid. I could not believe I could possibly look so completely different from the rendering I was sent, let alone the head that was already being made. It made no sense. I was told that the reason for the change was that I would not be able to see with the half-closed eyes. Skill issue. Genuinely skill issue. A skilled fursuit maker would have fucking found a way around that problem. But then why send me the renders for the initial head assembly? I was like, you had months to work on this. I paid you for the materials and the time and the labor, and this is bad. I was told they'd work all night to get it fixed. Today I was told at 5 p.m. that there was no way it would be done for Monday, and that I could have the costume after the event, given the changes I wanted. Which is unacceptable. It was literally for this event only. That was it. I asked for a refund, and was told that they didn't have the money. Essentially, I am out of money, I am out of time and energy, and I am out of a costume which I promised the community and I would show up as. Also, I'm ashamed I let Twiggy down, who has a wonderful costume ready to go. Except now, she doesn't have a Calyx plushie, which is part of the whole vibe of the character. So it goes without saying that I am bummed beyond belief, and I cannot express how truly angry I am at the entire situation. I feel scammed. You were scammed. I feel like I should have shut up and not promised anything cool. No, I don't blame you for that. Instead, I'm having to post this to try and explain why I'll just be walking around as myself at Fanfest. What a letdown. And that was the full post. Okay, so I have a lot of thoughts about this, personally, as an artist myself. First of all, OP, none of this is your fault. I don't think that you should be keep mum about things you're excited about because the fucking person you work with is a giant scammer, okay? This was a scam. And they did get sent like full mock-ups of the character and shit. And it's very, very clear to me that even if that image was not AI, it was very clearly a composite, okay? You were scammed. This person did not have the skill or knowledge to do this. This is a completely different render and shape. Because here's the thing. Once you have a fursuit mask at that stage, the main thing that needs to happen is you have to make the eye holes, right? And line it with fur. If the head was structurally made like this, then the head you received at the end makes no sense looking the way that it does. So this is a fake composite. This is very, very likely either made with AI or a very bang-up Photoshop job, okay? Because that head is casting no shadow on that laptop. None, okay? And that's already a problem. But anybody who, like, blames the OP for this, have a little bit of sympathy. Most people, when they're getting a comm, they're not expecting this level of fucking dipshittery, okay? This is like the bootleg piñatas that you can find in, like, every other corner in Mexico City if you go into, like, a little town. Okay? So it goes without saying that this level of unprofessionalism is unacceptable. This person's anger is completely justified. I don't know if they exposed the username of the artist, but I think they should. Because here's the thing. This actually really, really harms the artist ecosystem. Let me explain why. When back in the day, when people used to commission artists, they would get the work that they paid for. No problem, right? Nowadays, though, people who want to get work for commissions don't trust artists at all. The only way an artist is going to be trusted to do their job is if they come recommended from other people. That makes it near impossible for new creators, new cosplayers, new fursuit makers, new wig stylists to get an in on the industry if they don't have connections. Especially if you have a small following, people will see that you're doing comms and immediately assume it's a scam. You guys have to understand how hurtful this is to hear from me because I got my start as one of those small artists. I got my start with the Final Fantasy 14 community. I got my start by amazing warriors of light that saw that even though I didn't have a ton of followings, gave me a chance. I didn't have connections. I didn't have people vouching for me, not at first. Amazing people took a chance with me and I delivered on the work that they asked me for. But now this is stories like this and they come out a dime a dozen. It's going to make it so hard for smaller artists to get their foot in the door. If you add AI on top of it all, which is used very often to scam people, then yeah, you've hit the trifecta. This is incredibly harmful to the industry. And this artist did not have the skill level to make this costume. And instead of saying, I can't do this is too high level for me, they took the money and ran with it. Now, let's address the element in the room. The OP mentions that they since found out that the costume maker's father had passed. I want to try and treat this delicately, but there is no nice way to say this. That excuse is unacceptable to give to a client. Why is it unacceptable to give to a client? Like, before you think, oh wow, Lily's psychotic. Even if it's true that it sounds fucking psychotic, that it's unacceptable. Even if it's true, if it happens to be true that their parent died. Let me tell you why this excuse is unacceptable, okay? Well, reasoning. It is unacceptable because you're immediately putting an emotional burden on your client. Because your client will have no way to complain to you since your family member has passed or not, they have no way to know that. If they say something, if they complain, if they ask for a refund, they look like an asshole. as a professional artist, you should never, ever play to the emotional of that. True or not, it's manipulative. Yeah, you should never manipulate clients like that. If, God forbid, knock on wood, my dad dies tomorrow, and I cannot finish a kinky feek that I promised, I would not tell you guys, hey, my dad died. I would tell you, guys, something came up. The comic is going to be a bit late. I am sorry. I cannot give you guys more details right now. Because that's just the professional thing to do. Toying with people's emotions like that is unacceptable as a content creator and as a commissioner. The amount of unprofessionalism I have seen in this space of artists and other content creators that do commissions, it's mind-boggling. And it genuinely makes me so upset because the only thing you guys are doing by emotionally fucking manipulating people and not delivering on work is making it much harder for the actual honest-to-goodness talented individuals that want to get their foot in the door, making it impossible for them to actually be able to do anything. It's something that I can talk about for ages, but the main thing that gets me is that artists use emotional arguments like this against their clients. It doesn't matter if it's true or not. The thing that does matter is that you are basically handing your client a basically get out of jail free card. You cannot complain at me for anything, you know? And that's not fair to a customer. That is not at all fair to anybody that wants to get work from you. Because then they will feel even remotely guilty if they want to get, you know, the thing that they paid for or their money back. Another thing that this artist did, cardinal fucking sin of commissioner, is they spent the fucking money before the product was done. Now, charging up front is a very smart move for artists to do when they do commissions. I used to do it, but I would never charge until I at least had a sketch to send. And then, I would not take a cent of that money out of my PayPal until the commission was delivered and accepted by the client. Because that's just the smart thing to do. If something comes up, if communication falls apart, if you have an emergency and you can't finish the work, and your client asks you for a refund, you can deliver it. When you don't give the refund, when you tell them, oh, I don't have the money anymore, the only thing that's telling me is that you had no intention of finishing this work at all. It's almost always an excuse to get away with not working on it if something comes up after they ask for a refund, you know? Like, it's weird. That's very smart. Yeah, no, so like what happened here makes me irate because this poor person had a deadline. That's another thing that makes me so fucking mad. When you are doing comms on a deadline, chat, I don't care how you do it. I don't give a rat's ass. If you have to like pull 5 all-nighters, you will finish that fucking piece on a deadline. Whenever I had someone, when I used to do comms, tell me, hey, I need this piece for this day because it was for someone's birthday, I would stay up late to do it. I would literally be like, okay, you got it. And I would put aside every other comm I had to finish the one that had a deadline. Deadlines and respecting deadline is like the most... Oh, wait, this was for Jesse. I didn't even see the username. Now I feel double bad. Oh, Jesse, no, I'm so sorry. I'm so mad. Jesse's like a giant 14 nerd. Side note. I'm so mad on your behalf, Jesse. And if a big name like Jesse is making a story like this, is making a stink like this, yeah, it's fucking over for the newbie artists that want to do comms like this. It's so fucking over. You had a chance to work with Jesse Cox and all people, and you biffed it. Yeah, Jesse's just an overall nice guy. He's really nice, and he's also one of, like, the biggest fucking voices for Final Fantasy XIV out there. He loves the game. He's had a chance to review stuff for new patches and new expansions before it comes out. So, yeah, this is bad. If a content creator as big as Jesse Cox is addressing a problem like this, and talking about it, and feeling bad about it, what the fuck do you think a normal person without a gigantic following is going to think? They're going to think, oh, wow, I can't trust any artist unless they come from a reputable source, because otherwise, well, mama, I'm not going to get my work. Wait, it was Jesse fucking Cox? Yep. No wonder he was so upset. He has a massive audience, and he wanted to fucking do this for them. He hyped his community. That's like if I'm telling you guys that I'm gonna show up to a convention dressed as Lilligoth, and then my costume doesn't get delivered, and I have to tell you guys, oh, I'm going as myself, I'm so sorry. You guys would also be pretty upset too, I bet. They wanted to see Jesse in this. Jesse wanted to do this cute, silly thing for his community, and he can't. And that's the problem, because now most people are going to think twice about before calming someone that they have no frame of reference for. You are going to need to start really networking as a content creator, as an artist, if you want people to calm you. And that's really hard to do when you don't have a following, because if you don't have a following, other people aren't inclined to trust you. See where the problem lies? Again, people like me, I didn't have any connections. I just literally started drawing, and amazing 14 people who wanted comms came up to me, contacted me, and I built a really steady client base. It's because of Final Fantasy 14 at all that I have a career. And yeah, I'm pretty miffed about this. I feel super bad for Jesse, especially knowing that it's Jesse. And I genuinely hope that maybe for the next one, because I think he always goes to Fanfest, he can get the costume that he wants. Or maybe he can have this done for another convention. There is no more disappointing feeling than having something you're super excited about having taken from you at the last minute. God, I want to cry. I'm so sorry, Jesse. I really hope that this doesn't make Jesse give up on supporting artists in the future. I think that the thing that this is going to do is make him very cautious about who he works with. And he's only going to start looking at, like, bigger names in the cosplay community, unfortunately. Because it's just safer that way. I heard something about this story. Apparently some people blamed him for not going into a more reputable maker because he didn't want to pay extra to have a preference, since these companies have really long queues. No, I'm sorry. When you're getting a comm, you should not be expecting to get scammed! You should not be expecting to get scammed! The thing you should expect is professionalism and a good fucking quality work and treatment. What? No, that's victim blaming. This artist is garbage. I am sorry. Like, not only did you not deliver, you emotionally manipulated your client, and a pretty fucking big content creator to boot. No, I'm sorry. I refuse to fucking fall into this narrative of, like, oh, Jesse's a big creator, so he should have known better. No, fuck you. The amount of a following you have has nothing to do with you deserving good, honest work that you fucking paid for. He deserved that costume. He paid for that costume. He should have gotten that costume. You do not go in getting a commission expecting to get fucking scammed. As it doesn't matter how many followings the artist has either. As soon as money changes hands, you are obligated to see this through. Like, imagine how much this is gonna blow up since Jesse's gonna be live on stage at Fanfest for a segment. Yeah, he was gonna go in. Oh, I feel so bad for him. I really do. And, like, look, as someone who's been a fan of Jesse's work for a long time, because I like his videos and I love his takes on 14, I genuinely enjoy hearing him talk about it. I'm really sorry, Jesse, and as someone who is an artist myself, I'm really, really sorry about the state of the community, of commissioning in general, not just for cosplay, mind you, because, again, I feel bad for other content creators, other VTubers who have to cancel debuts for similar reasons. I'm really sorry that it's gotten this bad. And to all of my fellow artists out there who are thinking about opening commissions, understand this. As soon as money changes hands, as soon as you get paid for a product, you are no longer doing something for fun or a hobby. It becomes a job. You have become a professional. Conduct yourself as such, please. Because the only thing we are doing with this type of behavior is making it very, very difficult for other artists that want to make an honest living of our work. We are fucking preaching and whining and moaning about how we want people to respect artists. Let's give them something to respect, please. Let's give them the professionalism that people expect from us. And not be, you know, manipulative, spending money we don't have, and not delivering on the work that we're supposed to do. It is so important, especially now in the age of fucking AI, where it feels like, to a lot of people, art is fucking going down the gutter. Don't let it. Seriously, don't let it. Let's become professionals that we were always meant to be. Because if you want to make a living out of this shit, you have to be a pro. Okay? Also, to clients, because yes, I haven't forgotten about you guys, because I've had a lot of you in the past. To clients, I beseech thee, please do not ignore red flags, okay? If an artist doesn't talk to you for more than a month, because PayPal usually does 2 months refunds, refund, 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 okay? If an artist does not communicate with you, if an artist is dodging questions, if an artist is trying to throw emotional arguments at you, tell them, I understand your situation might be difficult, but I needed you to communicate sooner. I need a refund. And don't even ask them, go straight to fucking PayPal. Try and communicate if you can, but if you don't get a response, do not ignore the red flags. The amount of people in my community that have been working towards getting a comm for 6 months to a year is insane. Guys, don't do it. Never feel bad about upsetting the artist. You're supposed to be dealing with a pro. You are the customer, not them. And do not send money to friends. Ask for an invoice. Okay? If you want to call an artist and they tell you, oh, do it, send to friends, immediately a red flag. Be like, nope, this is a professional transaction. I need an invoice. I promise you can get an invoice even if you don't have a PayPal business account. I've done it all the time, okay? 11 years. Spanish has had one for 11 years. But yeah, to clients, I could tell you that. Don't ignore red flags. Refund if you don't get communication. And to artists, let's do better in general, please. And with that, I can hear some super chats and hear like what the community has to say, so we can chat shit about it before we finish the segment, because this made me irate, and it makes me even more irate knowing it was for Jesse. You should use invoices in general.
Back in my day, video games cost between $30 to $50. Then like 5 years later it went to $60, and 4 years later, $70.
Yeah, sadly that's something that's been happening. Thank you.
With the amount of anger I am feeling at this, I think a mark of corn just appeared on my shoulder.
Oh, I'm so sorry. This made me really mad too. When hubby told me this morning, he was like, do you want to get mad? Like first thing in the morning, I was like, what? He was like, I have something that you can talk about on stream. And I was like, okay, give me a TLDR. And he told me and I got like irate.
I've been scammed on commissions before, with the same, I had someone pass in my family, after several months of silence, so I can totally understand their frustration. That kind of thing scared me off of getting commissions.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
Nod.
That's the thing. You cannot use emotional arguments like that. Not on clients.
The few times I've been unable to finish an editing commission, I gave a full refund and helped find a replacement editor.
Because that's what you should do. Yeah, Wave has the right of it here. For example, if someone on my editing team can't finish something, they always tell me and we find a workaround. Because that's just called being professional. So it just generally makes me really mad to hear artists using emotional arguments of like, oh, I lost a family member against clients.
Holy hell, this happening to Jesse is bad.
Yeah, it is.
This became terrible for everyone.
Thanks so much for the sub on Saturday. You want to hear the worst part? Hubby didn't tell me that it was Jesse specifically because he wanted me to find out on stream. Because now that I know who it is, I understand the gravity of the situation. That was also his experience. He read through it and I was like, wow, this sucks for this community member. And then he was like, oh, fuck, it's Jesse. Jesse has a follow-up from Twitter. Drop here. Yeah, send it to me. But yeah, I think that using emotional arguments like that against clients is really unfair because they just can't say anything. Because if you say, I don't care, finish my thing, or I don't care, refund me, you sound like an asshole. What you need to do is tell them, hey, something came up. I might not be able to finish this, or I can have to finish it later. Would you like a refund, or can you wait? That's the professional thing you have to do.
Oh, snap. A whole year with the pink thing?
Thanks so much for the sub, Merrick! Thank you! Yeah, the thing that makes this really, really, like, egregious, I think, it's not even the money, it's the fact that they told them so late. You know? Alright, the follows is when they're, like, naming the artist. I'm not gonna go super aggro on this, even though I'm really, really mad for Jesse. But, okay. Okay. I'm just trying to fucking set this up and make sure you guys don't see any fucking porn on the timeline. Alright. I gotta be honest, I struggle with naming and shaming because I don't want to use my reach to hurt anyone with a 1% chance they could really have a parent died. But so many of you say I was scammed with all the, and it will help others. So if it can help, they are perfect plush. Jesse, please don't feel bad. That the parent die thing, even if it wasn't intentional, is an emotional argument. And it's made so you don't speak up or say anything, when in reality, your anger is completely valid and justified. This person did scam you. I don't know what their circumstances are, but they did scam you. And if they have a shred of decency, they would have told you sooner. And to perfect plush, you should not be taking any more comms, dude. You clearly can't handle it, and if you really have had someone in your family die, it is not time to be taking commissions. It is time to prioritize your own healing, okay? Because I think that other people are calling them out now, but that's neither here nor there. I don't think that it's unfair for Jesse to use his reach to fucking name this person, because they did scam you, and if it keeps anybody else from getting scammed too, I think it's valid. Do not dox anybody. Do not go and be aggressive to them. This is mainly like a fucking PSA, so you guys know if you want to get a fursuit, who to avoid. It's a fucking blacklist, not an actual all-out attack, alright? Don't Persona 5 that bullshit. Jesus. It looks like they deleted their Twitter. If that's the case, it's very likely because they were actively scamming people, unfortunately. Yeah, don't dox people. That's really lame. I feel so bad for Jesse, though. No, hey, please just don't hire the dude and warn people down there. Yeah, that's about it. It's just a PSA, like, keep in mind that they scammed Jesse. It's very likely they would scam other people. They should not be taking comms. And the fact that they deleted their Twitter tells me that they probably were maliciously scamming people. He is 100% in the right to sound off a general warning. I think so, too. I don't think you should feel bad about this. Was the commission at firstly for the chipmunk outfit from 14? Yes, it was. And it was for Jesse Cox, who was a really, really big creator in the 14 space. So there was no suit at all. There was, I think they did try to make a suit because I don't know if they were aware of how big a creator Jesse was. They might have learned that later and fucking scrambled to try to make the suit, but it was too late. Yeah, I do believe in calling people out, but I don't believe in, like, the problem is that if you can't call someone out without people being super aggressive about it, unfortunately. I do believe that if someone scams someone of Jesse's size or does something that bad, they should get called out, or if they scam enough people, they should get called out. The problem is that the internet has no chill. And they wouldn't just blacklist them. They would try to burn their house down, you know? Like, that's the problem, that you can't do call-out posts. You can't talk about, hey, this person did something that upset me, or this person did something unprofessional, without the general consensus being like, murder them! And that's a problem. I'm on the fence of where they're just inept and have no idea how to create something following references, or they just had some generic shit laying around and try to repurpose it. I think it might be the second one. I think Jesse's in the right here. Like, and I guess as someone who's been a fan of his work for a long time and a fellow content creator, if this had happened to me, if I had commissioned someone to help me make a Lily Goth costume for a con, and at the last minute they fucking backed out, I would have been super mad. And not just that, I would have been a lot less nice than Jesse was. Apparently the artist had stolen images on their page too, then it's very likely that Jesse got very unlucky and contacted a scammer. But people blaming Jesse for this, like, I don't think you should blame him for this, because usually when you get a comm, you should not be expecting to be scammed. I hope he's doing okay. Well, he's obviously upset. And it kind of sucks because, like, now people in general are going to be way less trustful about stuff like this, and smaller artists are going to get fucked over. Wait, someone's blaming the big thing? Yeah, people are blaming Jesse for not having a closer look at this. But in reality, no one goes into getting a comm expecting to get scammed. Yeah, he expected professionalism. How is he in the wrong? I don't understand those people, honestly. I really don't get it. If you are trying to get something made and you're contacting a professional to get it made, it's like why would I expect to be scammed? There's too many scammers now. There is, and there are some general guidelines that you guys can use to avoid them, but most people should not expect to be scammed for a comm. Sadly, there can't be a happy ending for some company reaching for him and telling him they will do it, because that shit takes so much work and time to do. It won't be on time. No. If he does get this costume made eventually, it's going to have to be after FanFest, and that's going to be really sad. And with that, I think that that's about it for the end of this segment. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe. What do you guys think? Do you think that we need to be a little bit harder on artists like these? And, like, do you think that we should be expecting professionalism? I think so, personally. As someone who has been in the industry for almost a decade, that we should be very professional about these things. But I want to know your thoughts in general. And remember, if you guys want to become a suspiciously wealthy furry, go try out gsupps, mama. Absolutely delicious, clean energy. You know the drill. Use code KingMation at checkout for 10% off your order. But yeah, I want to talk about this because it genuinely made me so mad. You know? He's gonna have to wait another calendar year to get use of it. Unacceptable. 2 calendar years. FanFest only happens once every 2 years. FanFest happens whenever they have to announce a new expansion. I am actively trying to contain my anger. It's completely valid to feel mad for Jesse in this situation, yeah. Wait, really? Yeah, FanFest doesn't happen every year. FanFest happens like every 2 years, I think. Whenever they have to announce a new expansion. I hope he can get his money back. At this point, I think Jesse's smart enough to know that that money is gone. There might be other conventions where 14 is at, but I think that FanFest only really happens once every 2 years. I'm not sure. Can someone look it up for me? Yeah, no one can make a costume like this in a week. This is months of work, mama. I know, because, like, I may or may not have looked into fursuit stuff because I was, like, deathly curious. It's not every year. Yeah, it's not every year. And, like, mama, that shit takes a while, and it's, like, for, like, the head alone, it can be up to, like, $2,000 to $3,000 if you're, like, spending a lot. It's expensive, and it takes a long time to make. When you hired me as your editor, I was a bit concerned that you would be very strict considering your work ethic, and then I just realized something. All I gotta do is my job. I'm not, like, a nightmare boss or anything. Dude, like, I'm actually... So long as you give me the shit I need on a deadline, I don't care how you do it. You could be tap dancing on a leprechaun's ass while you're fucking editing a video. Just get it to me on the day that it needs to come out. Because I'm a professional, so I expect people on my team to be professional, you know? Yeah, that stuff it's at least 3 months. At least 3 months. Because, like, making a fursuit, it's not the same as just, like, sewing a piece of clothing. Like, in fact, the friend that's visiting me is a cosplayer. So we were talking about it. You're actively sculpting a costume for making a fursuit. Especially the head bits. Some of them even have, like, lights and, like, robotic parts and shit. It's not easy to make that stuff. I hope that the next person he commissions makes the most amazing costume to erase the stain of the scam. What Jesse's probably going to do is go to only bigger names and very reputable fursuit makers. I sadly don't see him giving a smaller artist a shot after this, and I don't blame him. And that's why it's damaging to the community. Yeah, some of them have AC systems in them too, because it gets hot in there. They use stolen images. Yeah, like, the more information that comes out, the more I'm willing to believe that this was deadass just a scammer and Jesse got really, really unlucky. And that's why they used an emotional excuse, like the death of a family member, to try and guilt Jesse into not saying anything. And that's why I think, true or not, you should not say stuff like that to a client. It just makes them feel guilty. The dress-up darling anime is probably showing only 1/10 of the work that goes into it. You have no idea how difficult it is to make costumes and props and shit. Most fur cons are in, like, summer, too. There's one in Spain near Anime Wide. Those people are fucking dying. Wait, there's furry cons in Spain? That's it. I thought they were only in the US. I don't know why my brain was like, oh, yeah, only US. You should not say it, period, to a client. That's not the client's business. Exactly, yeah, no, like... You have to communicate and you have to tell them something came up, I might be late, or I have to give you a refund. Not just tell them straight up. It's manipulative. Furries are global. Yeah, they are. And I mean, I've fucking gotten to know some suspiciously wealthy furries, mama, so I know what your deal is. New artists can't build trust if commissioners can't trust at all. Guys, it's, like, so bad that even when I reopened comms in the past, I have had clients not trust me at all. Me! Someone who's been in the fucking industry for almost like 10 years. And I don't exactly blame them for that because, like, look at all this shit. Eris, thanks so much for the sub. Like, for VTubers, I feel so bad for them because, like, part of the reason why I don't have a live 2D, besides the fact that I enjoy my PNG fuckeries, I don't know I don't trust anybody to make it except myself, you know? And yeah, I would have to hire someone to rig it, but, like, deathly afraid of getting scammed in general. I've seen VTubers that have had to cancel debuts because the artists don't deliver on model. And then people complain that VTubers only go to, like, the same 3 artists. Well, yeah, mama, those same 3 artists usually deliver, you know? I can think of some exceptions, but usually they deliver. And that's why people go to the big names, because the big names have found themselves to be professional, you know? Like, imagine the feeling of setting up a debut, setting a date, expecting a brand new model made, rigged, ready for action, and then a week before being told, oh, I can't finish it. Or not having communication for months. And then getting closer and closer to your deadline. You're fucking sweating bullets here, and then you don't get your model. I'm sorry, that would kill any trust I had for working with anybody, especially smaller names. I once had a commission artist for a TTRPG sourcebook for monster art and tokens. I got the first image I asked for a refund because it was pure AI slop, and I was willing to pay good for that shit. Yeah! And in the meantime, you saw the same artist taking more commissions in the meantime. It happens too. Artists who will take a commission, not finish it, they haven't communicated with you in months, and then they're like, oh, emergency commissions. You are spending all of the money your clients are giving you and then not giving them any work.
When making my VTuber model, I was transferring computers. I needed someone to transfer my NVMe to the new computer. They botched it, lost my model.
Oh, dude, no backups? Really? Oh, that sucks. I thought it was just a file, but thank you. Emergency commissions are the funniest shit. Emergency commissions just tells me that for the most part, you don't know how to manage your money. But yeah, the problem is that if you're not if you're spending money your client gives you before you finish the work, you lose all incentive to finish the work. All of it. You have no motivation to finish the thing that's already been paid for, so of course you're gonna take new ones. Imagine if you had to cancel Lily Goth 2.0 because you got scammed. Yeah, by myself, but like, yeah, imagine that. That would have sucked. But yeah, like, as clients, there are red flags you guys can look out for. But the main red flag I tell y'all is if an artist doesn't communicate for more than like a month and a half, refund it. Tell them, I am going to refund. And if they don't answer you, refund it. Imagine being scammed by yourself. That would suck. Could you imagine? Also, an artist not giving you a date when a piece of work is going to be done is a big red flag to me. Because you can't follow up by that date. When I used to do comms, I would tell people, I will have your shit done by this weekend. Every fucking weekend, I would be posting 2 commissions at least. And if something happens to you as an artist that makes things, like, difficult to finish, you can tell your client, wait, I don't have it right now, but I can finish it in this amount of time. Or would you like a refund? And don't spend money before you finish the thing. Magically, the same day you ask me on a refund, it will have a sketch your way that magically was done that day. Yeah. And again, if they don't give you a deadline, it feels bad to ask for a refund after that. But if they do give you a deadline, it'll be like, hey, dude, what the fuck? This is just a sketch. Give me a refund. Scamming yourself is called procrastinating. Oh my god, it's called ADHD brain. And oh, why? Where has my day gone? I've spent 10 hours on YouTube. Like, you know, energy. This is why I haven't been getting any new video games, because I know myself I'm gonna fucking waste so much time. Like, I've been playing Suika game now that, like, I'm on vacation. We've fucking wasted hours on the fruits. Hours. It's different to work for yourself versus others. Yeah, and I know if and when I get a live 2D, I'm going to have to trust someone to help me rig the thing. But seeing the environment that things are like, yeah, I'm gonna go to a big name. I'm sorry. I don't care if I have to wait a while to get the thing done. I don't give a shit. I'd rather have like something reputable done and be able to trust the source. Because super addictive, I can't blame you. It's so fun. Oh, I want to play Pragmata because I hear the combat is so good. Fortunately, you have Joel to point out people that. Yeah, like, thankfully, I know a few VTubers, and, like, if I'm gonna be like, hey, Joel, do you have an artist that's, like, Gucci for doing shit like this? Joel can point me to people. The thing is, like, I'm going to try and cut it myself, and then get someone else to rig it. Because I have a lot of questions, especially about toggles and things, because I want to make something fun. If I make a live 2D, I want to make something fun.
Can I make you something in Blender?
Oh yeah, sure, go for it. Just use the pink thing art tag if you want me to see it. That's so sweet. It's like combat with puzzles for hacking. I love puzzles. I liked Lucy's toggles, yeah. I don't need anything fancy. I just want to see it because, like, since I know that it has tracking, if there's, like, manual expression toggles as well, because I want to have those. Because, like, the faces I have with the PNG are pretty out there, so I would like something that has a little bit more expression variety, if possible. Your target is kind of cursed. Yeah, it is a little.
Is the Cintiq Pro a waste of money? It seems like a waste when for only a 1.5K resolution increase. I could get 2 Cintiqs of the same size, for the price of a Cintiq Pro.
What are you using your Cintiq for? I don't have a Pro. Believe it or not, I think that Wacom's new line of 24-inch Cintiqs is perfectly valid. It's very affordable. You don't need a touchscreen or like 50 fucking controls on the back. I do think that if you're just using it for drawing, you don't need more than that.
It has been agonizing waiting on both my model and reference sheet.
That's why I usually tell people to start like with a PNG or something small so you don't fucking throw a lot of money at something you want to do and run that risk. Also, they sell like standalone control panels that the Pro Cintiqs have like a little control panel, right? They sell those separately if you want to buy those. Wacom doesn't sell them, but other companies do. Hell, you can do it with a Steam Deck. I do think if you are new to using display tablets, don't get a Pro. Just get a normal Steam Deck. They're so good and they last ages. Yeah. Guys, there's Steam Decks with, like, levers and beat bops and spinny things. I think that's what I'm gonna get for hubby for his soundboard. So you don't need a Pro if you don't want to start out with that. Hell, I know I'm gonna have to replace this tablet within, like, the next 2 years because they don't update drivers for the 22-inch HD anymore. And I'm not gonna get a Pro. I'm gonna get a fucking 24-inch. You can use a Stream Deck. Yeah, look at that. You can actually wire shortcuts to your Stream Deck, and that's what I'm gonna do. You're gonna get Hobby a Bop it? No, I wanna get him this. I wanna get him this so he can, like, play with soundboarding shit for stream. I like being in the stream. I'm glad you enjoy it. Any drawing tablets you recommend for a beginner? I would usually recommend that you don't start with display because they're a big investment. It's a 1.5K at least.
24 inches of Cintiq.
Thank you. I usually tell people to start with an Intuos if you want to be a little bit more pro, or a Bamboo if you want something smaller, but don't start with a display tablet until you get a feel for it. They're expensive. Like, a 24-inch one is going to cost you 1.3K dollars, 1.4 euros. A Pro will run you 3.5K. So, start small. If you're planning on doing this shit professionally, then yes, invest in it. But if you're just doing it for a hobby, you don't need a display screen. Yeah, I've only gone expensive. I've only gone Wacom once I started doing this shit for a living. Are you buying hubby a power washer? No, not yet. But I should, because we're gonna get furniture for the rooftop. Like, we're already, like, picking colors and shit, and it's so much easier to clean it with a power washer.
To go back to what I said about male baby fever, why are there some people who find that such an ick that they'll complain about it on Twitter?
Some people just don't get, like, having kids is supposed to be, like, a cute thing. Thank you. Considering he's about to be a dad. Do you guys really think he needs a power washer to, like, really fully leveled up? He just nodded at me. Do you want me to get you a power washer? I will buy you one, because, like, believe it or not, the furniture that we're getting for the rooftop, while it is waterproof and stuff, it does need cleaning every so often. And we asked the lady at the store, when we were, like, doing, like, the swatching for colors and planning the layout and shit, how do you clean these? And they were like, oh, power wash. And I was like, really? And they was like, yeah. It's, like, really sturdy outdoor fabric, so... It just seems funny to me to, like, turn around and see hubby with a power washing just like the fucking carpet outside. That's how you keep a man lady's power washer. Power washer! It does so much. If you get him when he's gonna clean the fuck out of everything, he might try and blast the dog, though. I should get a power washer, but so many of my regular hoses have worked well so far. Yeah, a normal hose works, but, like, for furniture like that, the lady was like, no, you should try and use something with a bit more water pressure so it gets the dirt out. If you ever get a house, power washers for your concrete is really handy. No, I have a rooftop. Like, I live in a penthouse, so, like, my rooftop, it might help to clean the tile, yeah.
Power washer fun.
Thanks so much for the power washer for Madmorp. Thank you. Like, we do have tile up here, so it might not be a bad idea to get one. No, we're not power washing the dog. Don't worry, I was joking. You need to get him a grill for ultimate dad energy. The grill is going to happen come hell or high water because my parents plan on visiting at least once a year. And because we have friends that like barbecue, and they were like, every fucking friend I've had that has come over would be like, dude, what I would do with that with this space. And I'm like, yeah, I know, I'm gonna fucking put stuff in. And they were like, you need a grill. And I was like, I know. Grill or an egg smoker? Oh, barril. Power washers are dangerous for people with ADHD or OCD because they'll start washing everything and then they won't stop. I know from experience. I will wash the walls.
Is it bad that I started with a Wacom 114-inch display tablet?
Nope.
I've had it for 3.5 years since starting college, and it ran me about $250 to $300.
Okay, so, like, the reason I don't recommend the 14-inch myself personally is because it's very easy to injure yourself if you draw a lot. If you're going to be drawing professionally, get a big screen. But if you're doing it for fun, hobby, college classes, a 14-inch is incredibly affordable and also works really well. I don't recommend them for people who spend a lot of time, drawing, because you need to draw with your entire fucking shoulder, chat. I wrecked my arm on a small tablet. And one of the first things that my fucking doctor told me when I told him the size of screen I was working with was, you need a bigger one. And I was like, really? And he was like, yeah, you need a bigger one. How many hours a day are you working for? And I was like, oh, like 8 or 9. And that was actually, I was working more. I lied because he was going to give me shit if I said more. And he was like, no, you need a bigger screen. You need to draw with your entire arm. But if you're just starting or you're doing it as a hobby, a 14-inch display is not bad. If you want to get a display. Yeah, you have to draw with your entire fucking arm on. What if my shoulder's already fucked though? Well, we do what we can.
To clarify, the blender thing I'd make you is the pink thing. Not the humanoid, the amorphous pink thing.
I like the amorphous pink
Also,
thing.
look into getting a canvas tablet.
Not a bad recommendation. Thank you. I'm gonna have back in 14 anytime soon for patch quests and raids. I can't! I would like nothing more than to get Lyria's stupid cat butt back into 14 so I can finish the Arcadian raids and do all the other stuff I've been meaning to. But I can't. Like, the next few months are gonna be crucial, chat. We will get back to normal at some point in the middle of next year when things settle a bit. But right now, gaming, I have to, like, I want to, like, finish Warframe first, and then we'll see what we can do. But even then, I'm trying to make extra content so you guys have stuff on YouTube. Like, Wave knows this better than anyone. But believe me when I tell you that the urge to be like, fuck it, and just stream gameplay all day, it's very real. Because, like, I love playing games with my chat. I'm just trying to be smart about this, really. I'm just trying to be smart about it more than anything else. It's just like I need to like prioritize the time I'm gonna have to take off. Otherwise, it's gonna be a shit show. I don't want to work with like a baby on my hip and like sleep deprivation. I think I would literally throw myself off the roof. So like, yeah, we're not doing that. We're gonna miss you. I will keep you guys in the loop. Hubby's gonna be around. Like, I told him, do you want to like stream? Do you want to use my model? And he's like, I don't really need to. Maybe you should do more gross food Diner Dash. I was gonna do one tonight, but kind of ran short on time. But we're gonna do it tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm gonna try for 2 segments if I can. The next Diner Dash is Mexican food. I'm going into the homeland. I'm gonna try and see if I can't drag Joel in for the American one. Maybe make it a podcast while your husband plays. I think I would have to stream downstairs, but it really depends on how things go. Like, I want to get back on the horse as soon as humanly possible, but it really depends on how Kiddo's adapting, really. Hopefully it's gonna be less egregious than British. I mean, Hubby put the presentation together today, and he was like, so you know how British food had some food that was like kind of yucky looking, but like it's still edible? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, yeah, Mexican food has some dishes that are like outright gonna make you bomb. And I was like, why? It's like there's a lot of Mexican food that looks good, but it's actually yucky. Mole is fucking delicious though. Mole is super good. Really? Yeah. Then don't do it. I mean, I've passed the nausea stage. That should be fun. Birria. Birria looks gross, but I hear it's so tasty.
Do you know if Pinkfin Jr. is a boy or a girl?
I don't know. Hubby does, but I'm probably gonna do like something soon because I want to make a little video for my parents. I could go look, like the paper's downstairs, but like that would ruin the mystique. But stress hurts baby. But it's not that stress. Like, seeing gross food is not going to hurt anything. The reason why I was told to avoid scary games is because it spikes an adrenaline response. That's bad. That's why I can't do Resident Evil Daddy. Because adrenaline response is just not good. High cortisol, bad. Lengua sounds intense. It's nasty. Don't do a gender reveal party. I don't want to do a party. I just want to make a video for my parents. Low cortisol meme. It's also, like, impossible with the amount of work that I have, but I'm trying my best. I started journaling. Yeah, we're probably gonna do spooky, scary stuff later. There might be some more gameplay once I'm like coming back, because I'm gonna be like super chill, I think. Gender reveal parties always end in disaster. Yeah, like I don't want to do anything fancy. I just want to like chop a cake or something and then just tell my parents. But I don't need to set a forest on fire. Yeah, chill games I like. Also, reminder, guys. My YouTube channel hit 190,000 subs today. Hooray! Sprinkles confetti. I want to get that shit to 200,000 before my birthday because canonically this stupid thing is turning 200,000 years old, okay? So if you guys don't want me to sacrifice my husband to an eldritch god so I can get the fucking birthday that I deserve because I'm a queen, get that sub count up, mama. Help me get to 200K before my birthday. I will love you forever and no husbands will be harmed in the making of this content. I would literally feed him to my boss. It just, Cthulhu, just here you go. Didn't you just hit 125K the last year on your birthday? Yeah, let's make it 200!
Are you going to give your model the anime mom braid at 200K?
I don't know. Like, Milfy Goth is a design that I've been toying with, but I haven't sat down to draw because I haven't had time. When is your birthday? May 28th. You gonna make yourself a widow? I would expect Cthulhu to spit him back out as something else. Oh, it's very soon. Yeah, we have a month and a week. But we're at 190. If anybody can get 10,000 more followers on YouTube, it's you people. Husband just becomes a dog with him. It's hell sick. He just comes back as a different creature. Yeah. I believe in you guys. Like, I'm doing call to action because I truly believe that you guys can help me get there. You guys made me get to like 170 like before the year ended, which was insane. I was expecting 150 and that's it. More. Quick, poke more fandoms. I will be poking more fandoms with a stick. I am planning a World of Warcraft video soon. So more.
Husband sacrifice channel goal video win?
It's just a video of my husband fucking falling into the void. Yeah, thank you. Are you gonna have a gsupps flavored birthday cake, Lily? I wish, but like, I'd have to like attempt to make that myself. Oh no. Oh lord. Yeah! Please don't poke World of Warcraft. Why not? I want to poke everything.
Speaking of local foods, have you ever heard of Rocky Mountain oysters?
You mean bull testicles?
It's an Appalachian special.
I have bull testicles. You think that Warcraft is more niche than Warhammer? I kind of do, actually, because everybody... No one that I talk to likes World of Warcraft. It's really stupid. Everyone who does is like, ew, wow. And I'm like, what? Okay. Poke the Lord of the Rings fandom. Oh, dude. I could watch the movies and talk about them. And talk about, like, the designs in the movies. Hubby's been meaning to get me to watch them anyway.
How much to make hubby into the king of rodents?
Make him, like, the rat king. Oh my god. Thank you. The problem with hubby is that, like, he wants me to watch The Lord of the Rings, but he refuses to let me watch anything except the director's cut, and that's like an extra hour. He's like, no, it has to be the director's cut, Lily. It has to be, you're missing out on so much stuff. Extended edition, Lily. It's the law. Ugh. But it's like a 4-hour movie. He's not wrong. No, he's not, but it's like 4 hours. It's like an extra 3 hours. I know. All 5 hours of it. It's like 12 hours total of the movies. Oh my god. Watch the extended cut. It has to be this way. 3 4-hour movies. Oh, Jesus. That is the 12-hour cut of the trilogy, yes. 12-hour marathon, let's go. Ask him to get you fancy takeout while you watch. I mean, he'll just get me pizza. You don't have to watch it in one sitting. Oh, I know it doesn't have to be in one sitting, but, like, I watched one of them and I already forgot everything. He just looked at me with, like, hatred in his soul. Please don't fucking vibrate your eyes like that. That's so off-putting, dude. I just saw it on YouTube. Thank you. His eyes just fucking, like, quivered in, like, hatred. Look, all I remember is the dramatic scene of Gandalf the White and the gasping and the dying. And also the scene of Sauron being like, you chose the way of pain! That's it.
The reason everyone reacts like that is because of how ubiquitous WoW was. Whether experience playing it, or dealing with people who played it.
Yeah, so I'm like, do people even like this still? Thank you.
Speaking of fantasy, have you watched or heard about Witch Hat Atelier?
I started watching it, but I'm gonna keep going next week. Thank you. He wasn't white yet, oh my god, but he was at the end of the second movie.
My late father.
Oh, energy, thank you. The Anime Club has a complete lineup for the season, okay? Do you guys want to hear it? I'm also watching Bocchi the Rock. I love this girl.
Use pregnancy as a shield to tell him to give you the spark notes.
Doesn't work.
And yes, people still like World of Warcraft.
Can I talk about something? The best get out of jail free card I've ever gotten in my life is this fucking baby. But it doesn't work with my husband, okay? He sees right through that bullshit. He's like, yeah, okay, yeah, tell me about how you being completely fine while fucking growing a person is something that I need to worry about because you don't want to do something. With my parents, it's amazing. I want to get out of doing something. Oh, I'm a little dizzy. Oh, baby's giving me a hard time today. Freedom. Husband? Nuh-uh. He's like, yeah, tell me again how this is my problem. I'm like, you made this problem. And he's like, yeah, but you're fine. So we're going out. He knows that you're insane already. You can't trick him. He knows me too well. He knows me so fucking well that I can't get away with that shit.
Do we even like WoW still? I don't know. Blizzard wouldn't hurt me again. They said things would get better.
I'm so sorry, WoW fandom.
Underscore Lily Clown.
Thank you. He takes no shit. No, none. Am I wrong for almost dying laughing? No, you're not wrong. How is this my problem? You made this problem. He did. Meow. He has a stronger will than me. The thing is that, like, I'm a goblin and I can't be cute about it. He knows me so well that he's like, okay, no. Like, if he notices that I really am feeling under the weather, then he doesn't give me shit. But he can tell the difference between me legitimately feeling like garbage and me trying to get out of something very, very quickly. But with my parents, oh, it's so fucking good. They used to give me shit about everything, about making sure the house was neat and shit, and then my mom was like, oh, no, don't worry about it, I'll handle it. My mom cleaned my entire kitchen for me. I mean, I didn't ask her to. You just did it. It's sweet, right? Yeah. I have to clean out my fridge soon, though. I have not reviewed Doom characters, but I probably will look at the suits at some point. Like an evolution, like what I did with Samus. Be glad your mom didn't find the waifu cups. Oh, we hid those in the back of the pantry because my parents were probably going to assume that they were hubbies.
Have him experience those electronically simulated pregnancy contractions.
Why? Like, here's the thing. He has no reason to not believe me, though. Why would I torture him like that? Thank you.
Hi, Kinky. Just watched your Warframe Prime video. I hope you enjoy the latest Prime.
Thank
FYI,
you.
check the 4th ability animation. You'll be surprised.
I'll check it when I review it, I think. Thank you very much. The thing with Verona Prime is the reason I can't review it, besides the fact that I'm waiting a little bit, is that my DE account doesn't have it. So the community would have to essentially help me farm it. Hi. Yeah, I just don't have it, so I need to have, like, I need help farming it if you guys want me to review it. So you have to wait till DE gives it to you or farm it yourself, basically. And, like, I don't want to go up to DE and be like, Varuna, please. They're already being super nice and letting me keep the account for a bit longer so we can review the skins. Like, I would feel so weird if I was like, hey, guys, can you, like, please, like, let me see this? When, like, they already got me, like, a fucking developer account. Varuna, please. Yeah, with, like, the little handout. No. Yo, D, mind giving me the bitch? No, yeah, no. Absolutely not. Like, they're already being so nice, and they're letting me keep using this account for a bit longer so we can do the skin reviews, because they love you, Tennos, and they want you guys to get all your content. Give Wolf Lady, please. What? Bark, bark, please, DE. The worst part is that if I told, like, Charlie that, she'd just laugh and give me the fucking unit. Cause, like, D is cool like that, but, like, they're already being so nice. Rebecca, please, nyam. Give me a week and you can have Verona Prime for free. See, this is why you guys are the goat. We'll wait a little bit for a review, because I want to catch up with the story. You know what you're eventually gonna make for Reb? I swear to God, I will make Rebs. Like, if I had time, I would draw Reb's wall with, like, Emmet's Just, there you go. Have them kissing. Here is my contribution as a thank you for helping making this game really fun. If anyone at D, like, is listening at the moment or, like, is watching videos, like, can I please get, like, a screenshot of Reb's wool? Like, I need to know what it looks like so I can, like, maybe not draw her Warrior of Light and Emmet's kissing. No, I would not draw not safe for work of their wool without asking them first. But, like, I could give them some romance. I could give them a little angst. It depends on what type of wool they have. Okay, the Emmett Silk girlies, though, we come in, like, a few varieties. There's some of us that, like just, like, having fun, raunchy things. Me. And then there's, like, the other side who just do really angsty shit, like, star-crossed lover romance bullshit. Also me. But, like, there's always a component there of, like, yearning, okay? What's the difference? The difference is that one of them tends to be more plot heavy and like, oh god, they're never destined to be together, it's so hot, but I'm gonna go fuck Rahatia now. And the other one is just like, I don't give a shit about the canon, nobody died, fuck. I am both of these people at the same time. Like, literally AU where nobody dies, and I mainly say this for JC because that way Vanat can still be around. And he can fucking put Northern between those bountiful bosoms. And so I can have Emmett Silk and nobody died. Plot heavy versus plot heavy, yeah. It's like the Emmett Silk girly phenotypes. Assuming she hasn't Fantasia'd recently, Reb is a Liz Lord. Or, oh, she's an Aura? Actually, yeah, that suits her. Are you the person who made Alliance Pride? Yes, I am! God, someone actually called that story out by name. Yes, that's actually my comic. Hopefully you like it. It's really, really fun. Honest to God, I've been thinking about setting up a website. I don't have time right now, but it made me realize something. I love webtoons to bits, but if I ever want to get, like, the full plot for, like, Alliance Pride or Love for Amalthea out there, I can't use webtoons because it would get censored to filth and I would have to do a lot of editing. I'm considering maybe getting my own site so I could start publicly releasing those things so people can read them. The only problem is, like, I have no idea what websites are cool with not safe for work and which ones aren't. Or who to hire to make me one. Like, I know some people that have their websites and I suppose I could ask them, but, like... Because InCase has one where they put their comics, which is really, really good. Meru has one. Merunia has one for, like, her art gallery. But, like, my best bet would be to hire somebody to make me the site, you know? So I could actually start putting up comics and so you guys can actually read the plot because I love having them on Patreon. That's how I pay the bills, but I do like releasing them for free, the OC ones, after a while so you can read them. Yeah, a website would also be good to find my old stuff if I started releasing it for free, and that way people could go read it instead of going to CD sites. Squarespace, for those recommended Squarespace, they don't allow not safe for work. I looked into it a while back. They just don't allow explicit stuff. Most services that let you build a website, like those like customizable ones, they probably don't allow not safe for work. I would basically have to ask around to find a programmer to do it. It is a shame, yeah, because I do want to set up a website so you guys could read my comics and actually, like, get to know my OCs. Because I do like releasing those for free after a while. But Twitter sucks for that. And I get, like, no feedback at all because I have to put links and that fucking kills engagement on Twitter. Maybe a free Patreon. Patreon does not let you post explicit content for free. That's a problem. And I think that Substar is changing their stance on that as well. I guess I could make a free OnlyFans, but it has a very similar problem to sorting that what Patreon has. A website would be the best bet. Newgrounds allows for not safe work stuff. Yeah, but with Newgrounds, I would have to post the comic page by page, and I don't want to do that. Yeah, OnlyFans doesn't have a search function. It's a similar problem to Patreon sorting. Let me stop practicing just to say that, wow, this is a bot. Thank you! WordPress does not allow not safe for work. I think I'm going to ask around to the not safe content creators that I know have websites and see if they can't point me in the right direction or recommend somebody to commission for making a site. Also, yeah, Newgrounds has, like, no reach. It would be better, like, the main reason I'm thinking about my own site is so I could host old stuff, and so you guys could read the comics and plots, maybe add a comments function, so I could get feedback from my audience. Because I get really nice feedback on Magical Miss Lucy, but you guys can't read the full bits of Magical Miss Lucy because of the, no porn allowed. As an artist, I desire nothing more than feedback and comments from my fans and readers, especially for OC content. But, like, people don't comment! It makes me so sad! I want to hear about it! You know? Yeah, it's a free archive. You guys would not get, like, the latest shit, because I still need to pay bills. But, like, if anything is, like, more than 6 months past, and it's an OC thing, I want to make it available publicly. Like, I found a lot, like, YouTube is great for safe for work content. Magical Miss Lucy, the next one I have, and I'm probably gonna post the safe for work bit of Amalthea's chapter this time around on YouTube. Cause mama, YouTube is great for fucking posting safe for work stuff. Like, let me fucking tell you this, artists, Twitter is fucking dying. Twitter's dying. Posts that used to get like 10k likes barely reached 1, okay? It's really, really, really dire. Artists of fucking internet lore, hear me, as your resident CEO of sex, slash artwork in general, Twitter is fucking dying. Post your shit on YouTube. There are so many eyes on YouTube. I posted a fucking Roxanne whip on YouTube, a safe for work one, 6k likes, 100 and something comments. On Twitter, I struggled to get 10 comments. Okay, 8 fucking K likes and 168 comments. Guys, on Twitter, I struggled to get like 1k likes on things. And I get 8 comments, and half of them are fucking bots. Post on YouTube. It sounds counterintuitive, but it worked. Community posts on YouTube gets a decent algorithm. Yeah? As a YouTube user on that level, please post on YouTube. Yeah, I'm gonna post more, but I can't post the goon. I can only post, like, very strategically cropped pictures. But for example, the next chapter of Amalthea that I make, which I hope can be soon, they all have a safe for work segment. I'm probably gonna post that on YouTube. Because Twitter's dying. Twitter's engagement is like, ooh.
Is Blue Sky similar?
Blue Sky has better engagement than Twitter, but a lot less people. YouTube has, no, not safe for work, but a ton of people. So that's good. Yeah, because, like, Twitter, their recent algo changes, their bot purge, like, even though I knew they weren't real people, losing 10k followers still hit like a fucking truck. It was kind of sad. It was discouraging.
On Twitter, you could make a post about how your grandpa died, and there'd be someone shamelessly promoting their OnlyFans on it.
Yeah. Center the goon with tubs of gsupps. Not a bad idea, actually. No. No, on YouTube you can't fuck around with a goon. YouTube, fucking around with a goon on YouTube is the worst idea. The worst. But yeah, the problem with Twitter is that they changed their entire algorithm. They had a giant bot purge. They only promote text posts and rage bait. Art has no reach on Twitter anymore. I have seen people with massive accounts barely fucking scrape by a 1/10 of the likes that they used to. It's really dire. And I am someone with a moderately big account, and my reach has been fucking slashed by like 70%. It's bad out there. I have a link tree that has like webtoons on it and Patreon and stuff. It has like links to everything.
Last question. What warframe would you and your husband be most akin to be a power couple? Also, your thoughts on Thalia?
I like Folly. I think she's really, really cute. Uriel is the warframe of the guys that I like the best, so give me that shit. Thank you. The bot purge, I've seen people lose like 10 to 20k followers. I lost 10. And before, not really a big issue because you could get like 1,000 followers in like 2 to 3 weeks. Now, getting 1,000 followers on Twitter can take up to 3 months, sometimes more. So, yeah, seeing about more than a year's worth of following growth disappear. It kind of, even though I know they're not real, and I wasn't one of those people complaining about it publicly because, like, well, doy, everybody's losing followers, why are we bitching? It does still kind of hit you on the motivation side. It's really demoralizing. It is. Yeah, it's bad. Even lost my account together and I'm not even a bot or some shit. Some people's accounts deadass got banned because they were using fucking Grok to do it. And some accounts got flagged as bots for no reason. So some real people got fucking banned too. It's just not going well, and I give the platform about another year before it's unusable altogether. Like, I use it a little bit because I'm, like, low-key addicted to the doom scrolling, but after the Grok image editing feature, the writing is on the wall. The death of that platform is going to happen within a year. I'm one of those banned people, and you're a person! Hi, Lily, relatively newish artist, 6 months in. I was wondering, how long have you been drawing for, and how did you learn? Stuff is annoying, but you're an inspiration. I'm hoping to our path forward. Oh, not wrong at all. I've been drawing for about almost 15 years now, professionally, almost 10. I taught myself a lot of stuff, but I also did have some classes in high school and in college that gave me some really good basics, and then I had to basically relearn all of my fundamentals when I graduated from college. It took a while, but I'm really happy with my art style now, and I hope that can help. Yeah, being addicted to doom scrolling is real. I'm trying to kick the habit, though. Because it makes you sad. Everything is mean. We won't miss Twitter. I will miss it. Here's why the death of Twitter, while it doesn't really scare me as much anymore because I have my YouTube and people can find me through here, the death of Twitter scares me because Twitter is one of the few places that allows not safe for work. Instagram doesn't, Facebook doesn't, DeviantArt did not, ArtStation did not, and a lot of places just are not cool with not safe for work. Blue Sky is fine with it, but it's so small. Twitter dying would essentially make it so a lot of those of us who had really big accounts, we'd have to start over to build a following. And you guys have no fucking idea how hard it is to do that from scratch. Old Twitter was great. So I'm clinging to the corpse of a website because I still have a lot of people, a lot of real people who do follow me there. That's why I haven't fucking let it go. Reddit is mean, Reddit hates artists. So yeah, that's why I'm still hanging on to Twitter, like, even though it's like a corpse until they ban not safe for work altogether or the platform disappears. Because as it stands, and that's another reason why I'm looking to getting my own site eventually, as it stands, no other place allows not safe for work. I can post on Patreon, but I can't post publicly because they don't let you post explicit stuff publicly. I can post on YouTube, but I can't post not safe for work stuff. I can post on Blue Sky, but the reach is very limited. I can post on Newgrounds, but the reach is extremely limited. So yeah, like, Twitter, for all its faults, was one of the biggest audiences you could get as a not safe for work creator. And DeviantArt is just a cesspit. How much do you charge to draw? Because if you do it all, I don't do commissions. Actually, not anymore. But I always kept my prices fairly affordable. Yeah, DA is unusable as well. So I will, like, recommend newbie artists post on YouTube. Post on YouTube because people actually respond well to it. It's been a good decade since I looked at DeviantArt. Like, it's become such a cesspit. If Twitter dies, every single asshole is gonna flock to Blue Sky. Just like when Tumblr purged everything, we actively need a place that's, like, shitty for them to stay put. Yeah, it's like, it's a containment unit. It's a containment unit. For all of the assholes of the universe. Hi! Yeah, Tumblr, I actually still mourn the death of Tumblr because Tumblr had the best tagging and archiving system out there. The best. Like, setting up a fucking Tumblr account, you could have, like, galleries, sort things out by tags, by story. I think that that's the thing about Tumblr that I miss the most. I miss it more than the not safe for work. I miss being able to sort my shit. Doesn't Blue Sky require ID verification now? I don't think so, because I was never asked for one. Tumblr's death was a fucking tragedy. I was so sad! TK Bebo. Yeah, it's still alive, but there's way less people now. Tumblr ruined Shrek. Yeah, I did. Like, they say they're cool with artistic nudity now, but I don't do artistic nudity. I do nudity. I do explicit. I do, like, full tit. I consider it art, personally, but it's probably not art to Tumblr. I've seen straight up porn on Tumblr. See, that's the thing. There's some people who like manage to like slip by undetected, but if I made like a full-on not safe for account, I get banned immediately. El problema que tiene ahora son bots pornos. Ese era el problema inicial. The thing that started the Tumblr purge was the porn bots, and now they're back. You do art that has nudity, but it doesn't necessarily mean artistic nudity. Exactly. To me, it's artistic nudity because there's something very beautiful about the art of sex, but, like, I think Tumblr would disagree with me. Do you press buttons to change your model's expression or is it based on your face? I press buttons for this one. Honk doesn't have facial tracking. Do you think that Twitter will improve? Hard to say. I think that it might need to reach rock bottom before we can bring it back up. And Elon's gonna have to sell it. I think that so long as Elon is in charge or still owns the company, it's not gonna get any better. I genuinely do think that the platform is going to collapse in on itself or become completely unusable within a year. And, he's either going to sell it or abandon it. The Dante comic was peak artistic nudity. Thank you. How many times I've heard that saying since he bought it? A lot, and I don't think he's gonna sell it anytime soon, but, like, it would be nice if he did, because someone else that's competent could buy the site. Elon feels like he's disconnected to the real world, because he is. Once you make more than, like, 3 million a year, you completely disconnect from reality. That's actually not a meme, by the way, it's true. X is a stupid name, it is. Like, billionaires on that level might as well be lizard people. They are metaphorically lizard people, but they might as well be lizard people. Like, the reality rules and common sense that apply to the rest of us people don't apply to billionaires. They don't have the same sense of empathy, of fucking reality, nothing. For them, it's like a completely different vibe. Being rich is really socially isolating. Like, do any of them seem genuinely happy? No. I think, personally, hot take, it's a hoarding problem. I think it's a hoarding problem. Because, like, once you no longer have financial issues, your stress fucking vanishes, right? If you can pay everything you need to pay and give yourself, like, nice things every so often, that's fine. But, like, what the fuck are you hoarding billions for? You're never gonna use all that money. Like, it's literally a hoarding problem. It's literally, like, I guess for power and influencing, but I don't know, influence, I don't know, mama, for me it seems like a hoarding issue. Avarice, it's greed. I mean, greed is a form of hoarding. The modern day dragons, yeah. Money is power. It is, but, like, I don't know, it's just confusing to me. No one needs that much money. I think it's really funny, though, because, like, one thing that money can't necessarily get you is clout. And you see billionaires trying to get clout all the time. And it oftentimes backfires spectacularly. That's why you get so many, like, Mark Zuckerberg memes or Elon trying to be relatable memes. It's because, like, people can see that they're lizard people. So, like, money can't buy you clout. If anything, the more money you have, the more likely it is that people won't like you. The Path of Exile incident. That one made me feel physical pain. Lily, that's an insult to lizards. I'm sorry, I like lizards. I don't think other billionaires like Elon. No one likes Elon. Like, I heard on the grapevine that he basically got kicked out of the White House because he annoyed everybody in the staff. Oh, the Path of Exile thing was that he was basically paying someone to run his account for him. But fine, I'm gonna stop talking about this because we're getting into the politics territory. Point is, money can't buy you clout. And yeah, Twitter's going shit. Right now, my main dilemma is, like, I don't know if I should play Mouse PI or Pragmata. I want both games, and I want to play them desperately. But I don't know which one I should start with if I do. Pragmata, I would say. Thanks so much for the super. I hear Mouse PI is actually pretty short. Mouse PI might be the better idea because I really am interested in the art style and it's short. How big is Pragmata? Like, how many hours, give or take? Yeah, shorter one first is always better. Yeah, the Roberhaus cartoon Doom Shooter. Yeah, I think that Pragmata's longer, though. Would you ever draw horror stuff? I would, but, like, I don't know if I would be very good at it. Pragmata's like 30 hours. How long is Mouse PI?
Shifting from depressing, my cat has been really chatty for more food since I put him on a special diet.
Oh, are you giving them more food or are they trying to get fat? Thank you. Like 24 hours on average. I love that people are calling Pragmata a dad simulator. I like the puzzle idea. Oh, damn it, I think YouTube died. Hold on, I'm bringing you guys back to life. Every time. We weren't even doing a big segment. What happened? $10 to $20 is what I'm hearing from Mouse PI. Okay, then Mouse PI might be the better start. Lily cats always try to get fat. Every animal I know tries to get fat. YouTube is weak. YouTube is weak! YouTube is so fucking weak. Holy shit. I'm so sorry, YouTube chat. I'll bring you back from the dead.
One of the puppies I helped raise has puppies of her own now. I still call her a puppy even though she's a young adult.
Aww, people on the street still stop me because they think that Ebrietas is a puppy. And now I know why. I saw a French Bulldog puppy today that was about the same size as my fucking idiot. So, like, Ebrietas is literally fucking puppy-sized.
Elon Musk names everything with X. He is so obsessed with the letter X, he even has several ex-wives.
Ew, good one. Thank you. I probably don't have enough followers for it, but what about a character review of Viewers OC? It's probably a bad idea, but it would be so damn cool. No, absolutely not. Guys, pros can't take artistic criticism so far, or sometimes. How the fuck do you think normal people are gonna take them if I give them constructive criticism? I had literally said that I don't like parts about a character from a fucking franchise, and people have gotten mad at me. Imagine how they would react to OCs. I say this in the nicest way possible. People can't fucking take it. They say they can, but no, they can't take it. It sounds fun, but it's not a good idea. I have a 3-year-old cat that still looks like a kitten. Was she a Rond? She might have been a Rond, honestly. She was, like, very small. She was, like, 6 or 7 inches across when I first got her. She was very small. Not every cat. No, believe me, I can tell you this for a fact that most people would not react to OC criticism well. It's a rare skill, yeah. And if people say they want my opinions and my critique, but I genuinely don't think it's a good idea. You're doing that on purpose. I'm really not. It's not my fault you guys were brain rotted. Heck, that's a small pupper. She was very tiny when she was little, yeah. And I got her at 2 months, so she might have been a runt, actually. But she grew up really well. She's still tiny, and people like think that she's a puppy. She doesn't have a puppy face anymore. She's just fucking an uggo. But like, she's tiny physically. Do you think that you're too harsh? No, I just think that people can't take it. It's not a diss on people, by the way. It's a fairly normal thing that most people don't like criticism. Even pros struggle with it. It's not that I'm harsh, and I would try not to be harsh. I would try to be nothing but professional. But even nothing but professional can rustle people's jimmies. That's why, like, if I talk about other people's characters, I like to do what I did with Dizzy, which was less talk about the design and more try and guess what their deal was. Everyone has brain rot. We might think we're above it, but we're not. Everybody has brain rot. I agree. Yeah. Maybe select characters that you like and discuss why you like them. No, because then people are gonna bitch at me that why didn't I pick their OC? It's a lose-lose situation every time. Back when I did comms, I would pick the ideas I really liked, I would have people bitching at me that I didn't pick theirs. If I only picked fucking designs that I like, the people who didn't get picked would get so pissy. It's just better not to do it. Yeah, no win scenario, exactly. Not picking someone would be interpreted like, oh, you didn't pick me because my design sucks. That's not good. Makes sense, because if you work hard on something, it sucks to hear that someone didn't like it. Especially someone you admire. And keep in mind, I would not say that I dislike a design. I would try and keep it really professional and like really like middle of the board. But even then, people would get upset. What I do want to look at and review is your rooms, though, but I need to prep a model for that one. It's the Twitter waffle dilemma. Yeah. That's why I prefer the confessions. Confessions are way more fun. It's really fun to read through them, and you guys send me the wackiest shit, and there's like no judging involved.
We have a little disabled void kitty we rescued, and she forever looks about 9 months old because she's so small, but she's 2 now. Everyone who meets her thinks she's so cute, but really she is cheating, laughing.
My dog is the same way. Like, she was really tiny when I got her, and then people assume she's a puppy. She's almost 5. Thank you. Fashion frame and 14 ones aren't off the table, right? No, those are more doable. Because you're working with game assets. You didn't, like, design it yourself from scratch. Victorian era Lily Clear Lily would be funny. Oh, Maid Lilygoth would be funny, but I have a different idea. Why our rooms? Why not? It's a rite of passage. I've seen a ton of content creators do it. Although Maid Lily would be nice too. I do collect maid costumes. You guys know that, right? Oh my god, did I tell you guys that I finally did it? I finally went into the sex shop!
I had a fun idea you can do. Why not look at the FF7 characters from their original looks to the remake trilogy?
That actually sounds like a fun video.
See how they changed over the years.
Thank you.
Since we do see some characters go through some pretty big changes in terms of designs.
I'll consider that, thank you. Yeah, I finally went to the sex shop. I finally got over my Catholic guilt that I went in shovey into the shop, but we did it! There's a local sex shop. There are several local sex shops, okay? I went in, it was only mildly mortifying. Because, like, here's the thing. Did you buy something? I had to. It was part of the challenge.
It's a bit hypocritical. People submit their art so it can be critiqued. Then they get upset when it actually gets seriously critiqued.
Because a lot of people have the expect the experience of, like, me seeing them and being like, oh, wow, I love it. Mind blown. It's perfect. And in reality, that's very rarely the case. That's why. Thank you. Did you buy a bat dildo? No, I didn't buy a dildo, but, like... I finally I went in because I have a friend over, and she was like, no, you need to fucking go into a sex shop. What the fuck is wrong with you? Look at what you do for a living. You've never been in one, because I was like mortified about it. And Harvey was just like nodding along in the back, like Neko arc. So we went, and they kind of shoved me in. And then I went in, and I was like steadily turning redder, but then I went into like the back room and was to look at things, right? Sex shops are silly. Sex shops are so silly. I'm sorry. Like, there is such a component of absurdity of going into a shop that has like nothing but like fake weens and toys and shit. Like, I found a vibrating butt. Like, a fleshlight that like vibrated for you, and I was like, what the fuck? They make these, huh? Yeah. I also found a strap-on with 2 dicks. That one made me laugh so hard I almost fucking choked. Like, I was like, what do you mean a strap-on with 2 cocks on it? Like, are you planning on getting DP'd, like, when you're lezzing out or what? Was hubby with you? Oh, yeah, no, he was with me. He was with me. He was with me the whole time. He was also, like, looking around, but, like, unlike me, he just didn't give a shit. Shark, strap-on! And I was like, why are all of these dicks flesh-colored? That's so boring. Give me some purple. Give me some color. Did you find some hentai late? No. Oh, wow, I hate that. Yeah. I was like, why are, like, because the vibrators that were, like, in the front...
You found the sea dildo.
No, Wave, shut up. The ones that were in the front of the shop, like, the vibrators, like, the stuff that was, like, love-ins and stuff, those were, like, in every color of the rainbow, and I was like, oh, that's so cute, but all the fake weens, mama, they were so boring. They were, like, flesh-colored. And then I saw a gigantic one, I was like, that is not fitting inside of anybody.
Have you seen the life-sized Tifa adult doll?
Yes, I have. It's so fucking creepy. Thank you. Were the workers nice? No one fucking pays attention to you. No one's gonna talk to you if you're in the market for a fucking fake dick, okay? They just leave you to your own devices. At Holiday Matsuri, they had a Bad Dragon in the 18+ section of the Artist Alley. Fuck yeah. Oh yeah, the challenge side. I saw it and I was like, there's no fucking way someone can fit this inside. First time catching a stream. What tips do you have for someone who's not an artist to get into not safe for chubby, sexy bar types? Learn how to draw people. Learn how to draw people, practice your fundamentals for people specifically, especially proportion, and then look into not safe for work. I should have brought the frock if they had it. Did you see it?
If I made toys like those, I'd make a company called Wonka's Willies.
10 out of 10. But yeah, like, the challenge wasn't just go into the sex shop. The challenge was go into the sex shop and buy something so you can get over your trauma. And I did. And you know what? I would go back. I would not fucking pick out a butt plug from the Bejeweled Butt Plug crystal case, but I would go back. You know. What did you buy? I plead the fifth. Let's just say that I picked it out and immediately both my friend and hubby were like, bottom. That's it. That's all you're getting. I'm pleading the fifth. No, I'm pleading the fifth. But, like, point is, I got over my trauma. Did you buy a tail? No, I already have one. But, like, I got over my trauma and I no longer have Christian guilt. I would still rather buy my toys on Amazon. But I got over it. Is it a gag ball? I'm pleading the fucking fifth. I would still rather buy my shit online. It was fun to go in, and there's, like, definitely, like, a component of silly in it. But, like, I don't know, mama. Part of my brain is like, I'm just gonna buy my shit on the internet like a real degenerate. Why do you have a tail, Lily? Why not? Sex shops are a weird combo of, like, super raunchy and also, like, the most vanilla version of kink. No, there was some kinky stuff in there. There was some pretty kinky stuff in there. Like, there were, like, bright red duct tape and, like, sex swings you could fucking put over the door. And, like, every imaginable version of being able to peg someone ever. A pink thing. Oh! Ooh. Hi, Joel. Oh, no, we're changing the subject! We're changing the subject!
Ball gag. Collar. Oh,
we are changing the subject! I have company that is in chat. Nothing, Joel. Nothing. Alexis, thanks so much for gifting us up to Joel. Hi. Why change now? Because I have friends in chat! No. Joe is like, hi, and I'm like, okay, we're immediately changing the subject. Like, hi. That's comedy, though. That's like the gods of comedy coming from my wig again. Fucking the whole room is on fire. Basically, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. Someone get the fire extinguisher. How long have you been here? Joel, how long have you been here? Just like fucking ballpark, how long have you been in here? I brought it up and I was not at all expecting to see Joel tonight. I literally just clicked on, but now I'm curious. Jesus. No. It's funnier if he doesn't know, chat. It's funnier if he doesn't know. It's
so
funny.
Joel, which...
I'm fucking muting that. It's funnier if he doesn't know. Is it? Yeah, so funny. Oh, I'm reading that one. Bad Dragon, I have a pitch to the Team Frog and Robert. Wave, you should... I don't think that, like, of anything you're gonna fucking... If anything that, like, you're gonna fucking stick up your ass should probably not have a frog face on it. How are you, Joel? How have you been? I was expecting you to have a porcelain parlor today, or do you have it later? Also, I have Pokemon content ideas for you. Yes, I saw your message. Dude, I, like, live for, like, randomly showing up in Joel's DMs and being like, and just dropping shit, no context, and leaving. I don't even want to use it for sexily. I want to put it on my shelf and make it blend in. Oh, you want to fucking display a Bad Dragon dildo like a piece of artwork? You're insane. It's like gremlin behavior. Well, yeah, like if you're my friend, I'm going to do that. Have you seen the Gen 10 starters? Yes, they're so cute. The Gen 10 starters are beautiful. The amount of sex toy companies that reached out to me. I was gonna ask, like, because they've reached out to me too. How many, Joel? In, like, the last 2 years? You don't even do not safe for work content. Like, me, I get it. I, like, regularly work with raunchy shit, but, like, huh? I guess somebody asked them for that porcelain dildo. I had someone approach me because they wanted to make, like, a Lily Goth sex doll, but I was like, I don't think it's time for that yet. They don't care. They just think that VTubers are important. Because, I mean, look, the amount of porn I've seen a lot of porn of your character. I've seen porn of pretty much every VTuber under the sun, okay? I have 88 emails. Okay, that's a bit excessive. 80, wow, people want the doll Uzi. To be fair, Joel, your concept is pretty lewd. To be fair, like, I'm not surprised that many concept companies have reached out to you because you have a pretty lewd concept.
Can I send a YouTube video in chat for you?
Yes, thank you. It touches on, like, that weird, like, forbidden thing that's like, I'm fucking a guy, but not really. That's like some guys like, I am just a man in a doll's body. You touch on, like, the taboo parts of sex that, like, sex toy companies love. Meow. It's like a femboy, but worse. Lily, I want to do a sex toy at Wave. No, we are not doing that. Whatever, man. Gender's stupid. I agree. But, like, I'm not surprised that so many companies have reached out to you. But it's really funny because you don't do not safe for work content. Now I have to wonder how many VTubers have been asked. I wonder how many VTubers, because, like, you're pretty well known. How many big VTubers? Like, do you think that someone has ever gone up to, like, Iron Mouse and been like, we want to make an Iron Mouse sex doll, and she's just been like, It's a VTuber rite of passage. I've had people ask me about sex toy stuff, but, like, not quite in that same ballpark. It's more because I already make not safe for work content, and they, like, want me to make something to promote a product, not so much to make a product out of my character. She's actually said that she has, but she can't. I don't think that she'd be comfortable with that, no. People have asked VTubers to, like, make a fleshlight of them. Oh, geez. Like, that's the thing. I would love to make a Daki of the pink thing. I would love that. I think it would be really, really fun. I think that, like, I love the idea of having all types of merch. I don't think that all of my merch should be Goonie, but I'm not opposed to having the occasional Goonie item. Does that make sense? Oh, Fefe, but, like, Fefe is a YouTuber, though. Sex triangle. A triangle you ring during sex. It's kind of hard to ring a triangle when you're fucking doing the thing. But yeah, like, a Daki would be super fun. You need a really high res for that, though. You're very sexually charged, that's not so surprising. No, I'm also, I work in the not safe for work industry, so people reaching out to me doesn't surprise me. But, like, Joel makes, like, safe for work stuff, for the most part. Like, so it's, like, surprising that sex toy companies reached out. Also, Joel, aren't you ace? Does that not weird you out? I would get your merch if it's not Goonie just because people would not ask questions. No. Like, my plan is for when I do more merch is to have stuff that's not Goonie and then stuff that is Goonie, and then people can choose what they want. No, my aceness is that I don't care about sex like other people would. Not that it's about me. Okay, yeah, so you're not like, you don't like dislike the idea. I want a Lily Goth swimsuit print. I mean, I can make a pinup of that, no problem, though. Just like how I'm designing the femboy Lily, like, there's other outfits that I might not make models for them right away, but I do have the designs on the back burner. Does that make sense? A triangle would be great merch. Dude, if I could fucking do that, I would. I just think it would be kind of gross because sweat and human skins disgust me, but, like, sex is whatever. Yeah, I mean, fair. When can we go Joe Boosie? I'm joking, please don't ban me. I think that most of the VTubers I watch have been approached by loot companies. I wonder if they approach IRL streamers too. Probably. I am disgusted by the frailty of my own flesh. Yeah. They probably could, yeah. Also, Joel, I have a question if you're still in chat. Would you be, like, the first person to, like, fucking do a robot if it was feasible? Or rather, would you rather yourself, like, to become a robot if it was feasible? Like, if you could grab your consciousness, your brain, and put it in, like, a robot body, would you do it? No, I would consider it, at the very least. I would consider, like, becoming the robot. Maybe at the tail end of my life? Yeah, maybe once you're, like, not this early. No. Like, maybe once you're, like, old and wizened and, like, your mortal frail is like, ugh. But, like, you get the chance to put your brain in a robot and then, like, become immortal and just use that wisdom for the rest of the world, for the rest of the ages. I would probably do it, so I can keep making things. No, I would wave immediately. I love it. If I could customize how the robot looks. If I could make my robot something cool like Tubi, like, if I could make that shit like a hot piece of ass, I would do it. If it's just like a little clanky box with dumb, stupid, dopey arms like the Repo things, which are super funny, I would not do it. But if I could make it like a hot chick, if I could make it myself, I would do it. Yeah, like Tubi or Eve. Imagine a robot as your PNG. God. That would drive you insane, I think. Not if you could keep making things and you could rest. Imagine how fast you could draw. Imagine how much shit I could make. The problem is that they've actually confirmed that if you actually do put your consciousness into a robot, it's just a copy. It's not actually you. Now then, that ties us back to, like, Soma, right? Like, if you can't perceive you're a copy, is that actually a problem? Because, like, if you don't know you're a copy, then feasibly it should be fine. Oh no. Yeah! The Soma issue. Because, like, someone actually copied a fly's brain and it's happily living in its own simulation, but the real fly is probably dead by now. But the fly that's in the simulation has no idea that it's in the simulation and that it's a copy of a fly. And I'm just sitting there like, oh god, what if you could do that to people? Oh, Jesus. Yeah, did you guys not know that? Don't scream, it's fine. We would put your brain into a toaster so we could have toaster goth. Energy. They kind of did a show about that. Wasn't that in, like, Black Mirror somewhere? I don't think that we would ever be able to do it to people because doing it to a fly is terrifying and love. The reason why we could probably not do it with real people is because the storage space required for one brain would have to circle the Earth several times. So what if we're all in the Matrix and you don't know it yet? I don't think we're in a simulation. And if we are, it's a damn fucking good one. Soma gave me existential dread so bad I couldn't finish it. Because again, if we're already in one, it's a damn fucking good one. Yeah, human brain is gigantic. Gigantic. And, like, we can't even grasp the concept of consciousness either. It's difficult.
I already get existential dread if I am me or just someone possessing me but forgot.
Oh my god. Don't worry, you're fine. You're you. Don't even think about it. Just enjoy living. See, like, that's the problem with having, like, a conscience as being smart, is that we give ourselves anxiety. I'm sorry, but, like, I'm pretty sure that dogs, some dogs can get depression, but, like, a hamster can't get mentally ill. It has a peanut brain. Imagine the rig required to run a simulation like that. Yeah, no, it would have to basically be a Dyson sphere size thing to be able to do it. Maybe I am a hamster. Maybe. Dolphins can commit Sudoku from depression. Yeah, and they're pretty smart animals, so look at humans. The smarter something is, the higher chance it has of thinking, why don't I top myself at some point in its lifetime? Yeah, it's the curse of knowledge. That simulation needs the Sex 2 update. I know. Dolphins are fucked up, yeah. Alright. Things. I gotta go. But, like, thanks so much for joining me tonight. Hopefully we can do the Diner Dash Mexican food tomorrow. And thanks so much for being so patient with the schedule for the stream being kind of wonky this week. Because I have company. But I love you guys so much. Thanks so much for joining me. Go get some gsupps. Use code KikiNation, mama. And, nyam, I will see you all very, very soon. Okay? Bye! Love you. Bye.